Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Modeler's Corner. It's been a while now, but we're back, ready to go. So, joining me tonight is Mr. Tom Biddle, otherwise known as Blue Pioneer.
Hello. How you doing?
We're all good indeed. So, we were going to have another person on board, but unfortunately, they had to stand out because part of their equipment has seriously gone missing. But they say they'll be up for next week, so we'll look forward to seeing them as well. So hopefully to stand in for them for the time being, we'll have this little chap come along. All right, mate? Yeah, she'll just be the extra model. She won't do any modeling now, but she'll just be there for support. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go and have your food now. Okay, go and have your food. Go on. It's just looking at me. So, okay, yes, I know you there. Okay, so.
Oh, sorry.
That's the second time you've done that. in all the Modelers Corners we've done that. That's the second time you've pulled that stuff.
Yeah. That was Tom. It was Tom Foster the first time, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to get Tom back online. Back on Modelers Corner sometime.
Oh God.
Anyway, yeah. So hello everyone. Like I said, we're back in Modelers Corner. We're going to be doing this hopefully maybe weekly now because, as you know, we're going through a bit of a tough time with coronavirus and that there. And I thought this would be maybe something we could do just to cheer you guys up and also keep you guys active in your modeling work. So if you want to join in with some modeling work, feel free just to work on ahead and listen to us have a chat for a bit.
Fortunately for some of us, not everyone's on lockdown, but me in particular, I'm still working.
Oh, aye.
Touch wood. I'm still out in public.
Yeah.
Not about you, Mike, but
no, I'm in isolation a bit. I haven't got the virus or anything, but I've just for the next 2 weeks I'm in isolation. So.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Well, no, not sorry, not lucky, but
no.
Not right.
So. But yeah, this is just a way just to cheer you guys up, and let's hope it pays off pretty well. So, what's been happening now? What's going to be happening tonight? So, Tom, what are you going to be modeling for tonight's model score?
Well, I thought I'd do one of these. Like I've done here, I've made a couple of these buildings, and I thought I'd start a new one.
Cool.
So basically, it's like they're 28mm. Well, the wrong scale for me, because mine's in O gauge.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought, I've always quite liked the design of these, and felt if I just cover it in like brick paper and put it at a distance,
yeah,
then I might get away with it.
Can't go wrong there.
Yeah.
What brand is that kit, by the way?
Oh, this is I can't pronounce it. Sarsia Precision Limited.
All right.
It's mostly like a foreign. So this is like a North Europe, Dutch Belgian type townhouse sort of thing.
Okay. All right.
But it looks apart. I mean, once you've altered it, once you put your own colours to it, yeah.
Well, it's very funny because since you've chosen to make models at model building, I've actually found this kit here, which is the Dapo detached house kit, and I've got two of these here. One of them is for an extension for my Farquhar Mark II replica, if I ever get around to sorting that out. But I bought another one there to feature in Bernstein engines. So this is one I'm going to make for Bernstein engines.
Okay.
There. So, hello, mate. You peeing through my armrest?
Well, Michael White is well known for making a replica layout of Robert Tawdry's original layout from when he was alive. And,
yeah. It was just something I just wanted to do, like so.
But to be fair,
didn't know I was going to go into all that, all into that heavy research on that, really.
That's a bit deep, isn't it? Christopher O'Shea, you're lucky if you want to die.
Jeez. It's a bit deep.
Yeah.
But
I hope you don't want to die. We don't want anyone to die on our podcast, so or anywhere in the world. So, right.
No. So, yeah, let's start the thing. Oh yeah, before we start it, I just want to say to just shout out to the chat here. During the stream here, I think in about let's say at about 8 o'clock, we're going to pause the stream for a sec because there's a section in Models Corner that I'm now going to bring it. I'm just going to start featuring, which is a section where I'm able to, I ask you guys at home if you guys want to showcase some of your models and you want to feature Models Corner, you can so. And I said in the trailer a few days ago, if any of you guys want to feature some of your models in Models Corner, send me an image of your work on a private message on Twitter, and I would insert them into the stream. So so a couple of people have sent through their stuff there, and they all look pretty good. So I'll showcase what ones have come through, and we'll spend a bit of time talking about how they look, and we'll do that. It's kind of like a gallery theme from. Do you remember Smart?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a bit like Take Heart out there, but it had Christian O'Brien, and Mark Spade, I think his name was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they used to do this thing where they have a gallery session where they ask viewers to send in some of their artwork, and they have this little gallery type music playing thing. So,
Sam Trains does that as well now. He
does. He
does. If you watch his YouTube, he has letters sent to him, or his people who send him pictures, and he prints them on his wall.
All right, okay.
I think that's what he does. Or am I thinking of the other guy? But yeah. So yeah, if you want to send some pictures in, we'd love to see them.
Yes, definitely. We'll definitely put them up in next week's Models Corner. So yeah, if you guys want your pictures shown in Models Corner, feel free to send me through them on a private message on Twitter. Just make sure you say this is for Modelers Corner, and I'd like to have this featured in it. So just put a message out there, and I'll put it into a folder. Right, let's begin.
Right, so Two-Faced Tart Productions. I had to say that because I just love the name, Two-Faced Tart. All my 00 Dapple kits are static, with the exception of the model I used for Crawley, but he was already made when I got him. Okay.
All right.
So does that mean you don't make ready to run chassis then? Or that?
Well, I think years ago, like when
you just buy the Dapple kits as they are. Okay.
Yeah. Because I think when Airfixed bought the molds from the Kitmaster range, they actually had I think they did a deal with another company. I forgot which one it was, but they actually did like ready to run chassis out there, or like chassis kits that are compatible with the kits. And you can get one for like Caledonian Pug and so forth. Mate, what are you doing? You just want to be on the stream, eh? Poking your head from my armrest. Look at her.
Everyone's going on the stream.
Look at her. Say hello. Say hello to the stream. Go on. There you go. Hey. You're a good girl, aren't you? Yes. You want to model? You want to do some modeling? Yeah? No?
I'm amazed actually how many of us have had
that's my headphones. No. That's my headphones, Ray. Don't do that. Don't pull that there. God's like having Sooty on the show.
I'm amazed how many of us, because how many of us have had collies?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Tom Foster's got one, you've got one, I used to have one. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about them. What are you doing? Picking over to see what's going on. Well, you're giving me a back rub. Is that what you're doing? Look at her. Okay, you can poke out from arm. What? I have to build the model, May. I have to build this model. Come on.
Right.
I have to build this model. Come on. That's her way of just like, all right, just stay there, keep still.
That's what I have so far.
All right.
I quite like these because they actually just clip on straight. That easy. But, this is what I'm considering basically because what I've got to do is I have to make resin. I have to make the brick paper for it. So basically, yeah. Sorry. Because normally what happens with a laser cut is apparently it's better. They make better bricks than compared to when you're making, when you put like plastic paper over it.
Yeah.
Plastic card. And but obviously, I quite like that. I like it when it's. Let's try saying it. Can I say my folks are watching this as well?
Hey,
Can I say my parents are watching this as well?
are they?
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently. I
hello,
mentioned
hello, Tom's parents.
that.
Don't worry, he's being a good boy. I'll make sure he does what he's told.
So I saw mention I was doing the stream. And they said and I saw say they want to watch it, thinking they wouldn't watch it, and yeah.
Would something expect like a phone call or something from them to say just sending a reply back saying hi?
Yeah.
Right, I'm just checking to see here. I just want to check to see how many is on the stream right now. Oh, we've got 20 people watching. Awesome.
20 people.
20 people.
Out of all the people that I've mentioned on Twitter, at least 20 people. Sorry.
Steve Biddle. Hi, Tom.
Oh God.
It's begun.
Sorry, my language. Sorry. Right.
Sorry.
I think I'm gonna make this together.
Right. No, it's been a while since I last made this kit because actually the one I made before it was an actual like Airfix type one. It was in the original Airfix box now there. So right. Should be easy enough to make up. Hopefully I might be able to paint it up.
Yeah. So what I'm doing basically, because I'm going to put brick paper over this.
Yeah.
Like I've done with this one here.
Mm-hmm.
What I knew actually to tell a lie. What I normally do is I've got these. These are silicone molds. I make my own brick paper because I prefer the resin over the plastic art. So what I'm doing instead of this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some resin into this, and then mark out on here so it cuts to the right shape.
Yep.
And then it's like I've done here basically. All I've done is basically just cut around the shape of the resin with the pieces, and then just fold down to it fits the cracks better. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then just stuck like the window frames over it because they're just made of it's just literally just laser cut cardboard.
Yeah, because again, one of the previous streams before, I actually made Great Western Milk Van, and like most of that there was just like either laser cut card or wood.
Oh yeah.
I haven't got me though, but it's probably in a box somewhere because I'm still trying to get a lot of the bright lines and stuff sorted out here.
Oh, cool. Of course you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evening, Patrick. Evening, Nicholas. Right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So because you're not that far from filming now, are you?
Yeah, because we're actually ready to start filming the first shot, but the problem is that we need somewhere to film it. We haven't got a place to film it in because it's hard to probably say this here, but I mean, Tom, you've seen I've showed you some behind the scenes work of like what way things are going to be done and how versions. I've only shown this to very few people, only a small number of people as to how the film's going to be done, and you will have to agree, like in terms of production wise, as to how the reason why it has to be. I need to have a location this big, and
you want to.
Yeah, because as far as I know, everything you're going to see in Brass Ranges is all going to be done on site. There was originally going to be one CGI effect, but after a sudden surprise of seeing how much it would actually cost to buy a plugin to make this effect, this one effect, I just thought, you know what? Let's just try and see if I can do it practically. Did a test, went perfectly that I thought it would, and I was like, yeah, okay, let's just do the whole thing practically.
All right.
So the only thing that's going to be digital in the film is basically just like overlays and like green screen and stuff and other stuff. So
yeah,
but everything is going to be done like on sight on film. Everything you see is all going to be homemade. So.
Oh, sugar. So okay. Sorry, I just realised I didn't mix this up. Hang on. Oh. Try again.
What again? Two-Faced Tart. Nice to know you got your Edwards sorted there. I'm trying to get my chassis from my ages. Is it? No, it's not. It's not one of Gavin's models. Actually, this is actually an actual K's Class 2P thing. This is the exact same model, like kit that Reverend Audrey used for his Edward.
Mm-hmm.
I was just very lucky to actually find one at a train show. In fact, it was actually an old friend of mine who was actually selling it, and so I saw it there, and I just asked him. I says, "What kind of make of kit is that?" And he says, "Oh, it's a K's kit." And I was like, "Oh, I really need that kit. I've been looking everywhere. I literally looked everywhere to try and see if I can find one. Next minute, here's one here." So I says to him, "How much are you selling that for?" And he says, "Oh, £25." And so I'm just thinking to myself, okay, so now it was painted up in LMS livery, like a nice Midland livery and all that there before. And I was a wee bit disappointed because if I did buy this thing, I actually thought I was going to feel very disappointed about stripping down that nice livery that somebody's actually spent ages trying to apply on.
Yeah.
And I said this to him, and I says, "Look, this is going to sound really stupid, but I've actually been looking for this kit for ages here, but I just don't want to damage this livery because it needs to be repainted." And he says, "Oh, sure, I don't mind if it has to be repainted." Like, and I says, "Well, I don't know yet." I says, "Give me an hour and I'll think about it here." And I came back and the model's gone. And I was like, "Oh, somebody else has got there before me." But next man, my dad came up. My dad was with me at the show as well, and he heard me talking to my mate about this, and he went and bought the model for me.
Oh, I remember that story actually. Yeah, but I didn't realize he was already painted.
Yeah, it was already painted. Like it was just in like a Midland Railway livery. But my dad knew I actually, when I'm modeling Reverend Audrey stuff. In fact, he's even seen the Reverend Audrey's model layout himself because he wanted to know exactly, why was I modifying all these models for this purpose.
Yeah.
But then when he actually understood why I did this, because I was trying to, recapture the original look and feel, he decided to help me out with this. So, yeah. So thanks, Dad.
Mm-hmm. Dad always knows best.
Yeah, Dad always knows best. Certainly does. But yeah,
I'll just put too much resin and just try to get rid of it before it dries.
Yeah, I know it.
Oh
no. Henry NWR3, do you need a decal 2 for Edward? Oh, you spell it?
Yeah, kind of. It'd be fine. It'll be fine.
I'll be all right.
Actually, no, it won't be because I just realised lack of tissue paper.
Ah.
And it's the Corona. It's fine. Look, I got some. It's fine.
Hello, you. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, basically, Mike will never buy anything for his Far Cry layout unless it was actually used by Audrey himself.
Yeah, or sometimes I would have to make exceptions. Like, let me see. Like on my Far Cry replica, the back scenes on it there were a very tough one to try and make up. Originally I tried using Pico ones because I didn't know exactly what Reverend Audrey had for the backdrops for Far Cry Mark 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried Pico ones for a bit, and they didn't look all that good, really. They didn't really fit the feel I was after. So I actually ended up buying Built Easy ones. And because I bought them before, and I thought they looked really nice, and they blended in well with the model buildings, which were also from the same brand. So, but it was only afterwards, like when the layout was after I put the back scenes and all on. I mentioned this on RM Web. I had a thread on RM Web about my layout not there, and I said, I was having a lot of trouble with the back scenes. I couldn't really find exactly who made them, and somebody quickly looked them up, and he says, "Oh, they're actually made from Bassett Loke," and I'm like, "What?"
Okay.
So I looked. So and I remember Bassett Loke did do like a kind of 00 scale type layout called Twin Tricks.
Mhm.
They may have done like a series thing or something for those, but I'm not sure. But
He's like the pinnacle of the model engineering or model making in general.
sorry,
Bassett Loke is like the pinnacle of model making.
yeah, like I think he was like one of the first few people like to bring model railways into the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of his stuff was imported from Germany. I think Marklin. I think Marklin was the first people to make model trains because Bassett Loke got most of his stuff through them.
Mm-hmm.
And he bought some Marklin engines and modified them to make them look like British engines. But then during the First World War and that there were difficult times, so he had to change to make the engines over in England instead.
You looked awesome, Tom, by camera. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, it does look really good indeed.
It's starting to, well, keep needs dusted. That's the annoying thing about it. But other than that, yeah. Well, I've got nowhere to store them. No more of them.
So what was it? The model trees I had for my stop motion animation project. I think I put them in the suitcase actually because they're that big.
Good, cool. Yeah, my club has this specially designed box. So basically, it's just the outer frame and nothing's touching the branches or anything.
Yeah. In fact, what was it? You ever watch Mythbusters?
I know of it, but I don't watch it religiously.
All right. Well, you know the guy Adam Savage who wears glasses. He always laughs all the time.
Yeah, the whitehead guy. Is he no.
I think he's like ginger blondish.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has this channel called Tested, and he does these things called one day builds, and he would build like maybe like cool like cosplay stuff or maybe stuff that he uses for storing his tools in the workshop. But in one of these one day builds, he actually built a box to store a stuffed beaver that he had. He calls it the beaver box, and it was like it was like pretty cool actually. So, but there was he also made boxes for like props that he has. So he had like he made a box for a prop of a Blade Runner pistol or blaster.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he did it was actually pretty cool, and all the tools you see. And he even made a replica of the Stanley Kubrick Shining Maze, which actually went on to the traveling Stanley Kubrick Museum.
Yeah. Okay.
Which, he modeled it in O gauge apparently, and he used like Woodland Scenics blended green turf and all for the textures and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You just leave me after this. Okay, well, give it a watch.
Hey. Oh yeah. Right.
I'll just give you a link afterwards. I'll give it a watch. Okay.
All right, sure, definitely.
I'll just pull the pieces out.
Awesome. All right, question from Michael. Would you love to voice in Thomas if you were given the chance? If so, which type of character would you like to voice?
Ooh.
I don't know.
An orange one.
Sure. I'm already voicing Tang and a whole load of characters in Pablo, but anyway. But if I was given the chance to voice a character, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind if I was playing, maybe a passenger or a troublesome truck or something. I don't know anything. Like really,
I mean,
I'm not really fussed.
what about a CGI rendition of you?
Oh, that's already been done.
Is it?
Yeah. Apparently. Apparently.
Episode.
Yeah, because like, what was it? Somebody actually said,
Yeah,
a fan actually sent me this. Like I think it was after Engineering Colors came out, and it was basically it was a side by side picture of me with the thin tiger hunter from the episode Tiger Trouble. And he says to me, they just probably saying, "Is this meant to be you?" And I looked and I thought, God, that actually does look like me. Like even down to my hair, they got my chin line feature. They even got my hairstyle exactly how I style my hair. That's how close it is to me. So I actually, the next time I was in a call with Ian McEwen at that, I said, "Ian, is this character meant to be me?" He's like, "No, never was." I was like, "But how did the crew know what I look like when I only been on the show like for a short while?" He's like, I don't know. Good guess, I suppose. So
that is a what was it? That's a bucket list thing, literally.
Yeah. So
I mean, I reckon you could die happy now that you're in an episode of Thomas the Tank.
even if I was playing a villain.
Oh yeah. That was a bad guy?
Yeah. Well, he's a tiger hunter. But yeah.
There was a thing a couple of years ago where everyone thought that Ryan the Tank Engine was named after our Ryan.
No, I don't think I don't know.
Everyone thought it was. Apparently, Ryan. There were some things that made me think it was because Hit sent him like a wooden a wooden railways model of Ryan. It's like a kind of like a sort of a freebie. And so when we went to Ireland, Ryan sort of went, just so you guys know, Ryan's not actually named after me. So I was like, it's kind of like, it just made me think. It does make you think though, like maybe it could have been the inspiration, because he was being interviewed a lot at the time, and he was actually working.
I love that one. I love the video. He did like a video where he actually had like video clips of Ryan, but then he actually had like audio of Ryan from like the SF audio.
Did he?
No, like no. Did you not do something just for a laugh? Like,
what was this?
He took video clips from I think like Sora's Legend of the Lost Treasure, like any bits that had Ryan in there, and he just dubbed it over with Ryan's voice.
Oh, that was just a little wind-up thing.
Yeah.
I kept thinking no one was going to laugh at it, but they were just apparently, because we were stuck in the middle of Ireland. There was no.
Somebody's even got the joke. What were you thinking, Olivia Colman?
Yeah. Exactly one. What were you thinking, Olivia Colman? Yeah. I don't know. I just made these clips because it's supposed to be like a sort of feature-length thing, but I didn't finish it in time. And then I thought no one's going to really enjoy this. But then, because we were sort of running out of things to do there, I just played the clips, and everyone just burst out laughing throughout. And I kept thinking, are they genuine about it, or they're just trying to be nice? But it was. I don't know, it was just nice. It was just a really. I don't know. I think. What were you thinking? Olivia Colman became our the trip catchphrase.
Sorry.
Well, like when you go on a trip, there's like a phrase you say to remember it by. Like, some of the early Sith meets in Wales was the phrase was, "Oh God, it's his ass," and it was a face.
Right.
And things like, "Give us the shiny, that kind of thing.
Oh, give us the shiny. Was that like a tie-on from like Frankie Boyle saying, "Look at the shiny"?
Look at the shiny.
Hello, you.
And Patrick, like, such a cold finger. Every clause of sin, but don't go in.
Excuse me. What are you doing? Poking your head from my armrest again, eh?
Yes. That's Sean's favourite, I think. The don't go in. Anyway,
You just want to inspect the model, do you? Yeah. No. You just want a petting, don't you? Yes.
I think she thinks she's got food or something.
No, I haven't got food up here, man. Mate, your food's over there. Go and get your food. Look, there's your bone. Go and get your bone.
Got an phone. Right.
Yeah.
So I just wondered, whilst everyone's been stockpiling for the coronavirus and things, I think I'm all set.
Jeez.
That's all I need for like the 2 weeks I'm working. That's
Really?
I mean, apart from the resin fumes and everything, I think I'll be fine.
Well, I don't know if I've been like stockpiling because I mean, by the time I got the word that like we're going to be in isolation for the next 2 weeks, I was just like, oh right, well, you could have told me like before whilst I was out in out in town, I could have actually stopped and actually got something. So yeah, I haven't actually stockpiled on anything, so I'm just surviving on what I have for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're all doing that.
I'm bloody starving.
I mean, I'm fine. I haven't been I'm lucky I'm still able to go outside right now, but
yeah.
it can be tough.
I can still go outside like to walk May and play with her and with the football and that there. So
but question for you guys: is anybody on lockdown right now? Are you and if you are, how long have you been doing it for, and how are you coping?
Yeah, tell us how you're getting on, guys.
We need some tips.
Oh yeah, did you hear about this this online model train show that's happening tomorrow? It's been going on Twitter. So apparently, like I think some model shows have actually been cancelled or moved to different times. I mean, the North Down Model Railway Society's show, which is a show I love going to, it's my favorite every year. It's now been transferred over to September now.
Okay. Oh, I can understand that. Yeah.
But
right, I can't use that.
Can't use what?
The resin sheet I just made. Here we go. Just made some resin bricks, and it's fine, but the backing is altered to one side. As in, it's all piling up on one end. So basically, if I attach it to the brick, to the plates, it's going to be uneven. So I've got to do all that again. Time costs money. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, Mike. You were talking about your experience.
Yeah. So this model show that's happening tomorrow. It's I've forgotten who set it up there. It's like some Tim fella has set it up. Let me just see if I find him. Twitter.
Okay, James Smith says, I'm off for goodness knows how long. Thomas, in Lionel Productions, I've been inside my house for about the whole week. My boss from job gave me the week off this week. Yeah, okay. Two-Face Tart Productions, at least... sorry. AC stuff. I'm still working at the minute. Already got plenty of projects to work on without buying more. So I should be all set when I do have to go into isolation. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good, mate.
Yeah. Right. So basically, it's Tim Dunn who's doing this model show.
Tim Dunn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, it's just basically like an online thing. So you just basically share pictures of your models and so forth, and be ready to answer any questions if people want to ask about it or stuff like that.
Oh, that's fair enough. Tim Dunn, is he? There's an online model railway. I think is it Model Railway magazine? They've got like their online YouTube channel. They have a young presenter.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, but this is an island, is it?
No. This is online.
Right. Okay. Sorry, miles off.
Yeah.
Way up.
Yeah. If you look on Twitter, you'll see Tim Dunn or the Twitter model railway show or something. But yeah, it's happening tomorrow, so it's plenty of time.
Okay.
Right, I have to. Let me see, what color should I spray?
Two-faced tart. My old laptop packed in just when the coronavirus really started taking off. Oh God. How are you going to cope?
How will I cope with my laptop?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. If we prove anything from the Ireland trip a couple of years ago, you don't need the internet to survive.
No.
We managed okay.
All you need is your mates, a camera, and a Spider-Man outfit.
Yes.
I'm still gonna bring that up every now and again when we meet Tom.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll bring it with me, shall I?
I do that actually.
I mean, it stinks of
whoever wore it last.
Yeah. Because I can't wash it. If I get it washed, the web will come off.
Can you not steam dry it? Or steam clean it?
I could, but Corona.
What? Okay.
So it means I can't go to them.
Now, have you not got a steam cleaner at home or something?
No, we don't have anything. We haven't got anything like that actually.
No, you can buy them up. You can buy them cheaply online, like.
No, I suppose so. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. I mean, but basically, if you guys don't know, one was a couple of years ago when I had this is in 2014. It was like my first exhibition sorry. It was my first Tugs Trust exhibition, and I was working as a volunteer. I came down to Mariah for the weekend, and I pulled the short straw. While everyone else was in bed, I got the couch. And one day, on the Saturday, I'm still just lying there, and Ryan puts his hand on my shoulder, and goes, and I kept thinking, do you know what? And I don't know why I did this though, but I brought my Spider-Man suit with me. It's out of random. But no idea why. This is no weird obsession or whatever it was. I just brought it with me for fun.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be fun. Then I thought, now I've got a reason to use it. So what I did was I woke up about next day. We after we had after the first event, we I got at about 7:15, and I put my suit on, and I got my video camera out, and I was filming myself because my plan was basically to set the camera up in his room while he was still asleep and catch his reaction.
Right.
What I didn't realize was that he was a morning person. Because I get up, I sneak into the room. I'm trying my hardest to be really, really quiet as I'm sneaking up the stairs. The only thing that was annoying was the door. It's one of those garden gate locks.
Oh,
how clunky they are. So yeah. I did my best. I was doing my best to be really, really quiet. And Blue Pioneer is Peter Parker confirmed. Yes. Someone once said I actually looked like. Somebody once said I looked like Tobey Maguire. Actually, funny enough, but that's another story. But yeah, so I was all
you need is put on a suit and do the dance.
Yeah. So I basically when I eventually opened the door, as quiet as I could be, I snuck in, and this voice from behind me goes, "All right, Spider-Man. Do you want to get the fuck in my room now?" And I sort of I leave the room, and I say, "Well, that effed up." As polite as I can. And then there's this disembodied voice who I've got no idea who it goes. I have no idea who it is, but he goes, "Oh well." I think it's funny if somebody else says it, but there we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was me trying to play a prank on him. But
yeah.
And he was like, "Tom, you weren't being quiet at all, man." When it was you going to the door, I thought it was Doug trying to get into the bathroom, so I pretend to be asleep, and next thing I know, Spider-Man comes in. I I love that.
I remember I went to the Alman with Ryan and some of the lads to just for a week, like, and Ryan and me got on quite well, really. We were just like having a few laughs there. We both actually shared our own enthusiasm for there's this funny parody of Postman Pat called Postman Patrick, and I showed it to Ryan, and he thought it was the funniest thing he'd ever seen. Like
Is this the racist one?
No. It's the one with or maybe I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know, but it's the one like where Pat sounds like who you just
Yeah, that's the racist one. Yeah, it's the one he keeps calling he keeps. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, he keeps calling Sam Waldron so and so. But anyway, there's yeah, but there was like him and I would constantly like be quoting parts of it like during the trip, and we'd just be laughing our heads off. But then there would be other times like where we would just like pull a few pranks on us here. So there was one time we actually got on for so long. We were taking a while to get ready. Doug was taking ages to get out of bed. We were meant to leave for a trip somewhere. Ryan and I think Knuckles was with us. So they were waiting downstairs, waiting for us. I was getting my stuff sorted out, getting my camera and all packed up here. I think Chris Seaton Green went out to do his own stuff because he wanted to do some stuff for Stephen Duncan's profile.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just me and Doug there. So I was getting my stuff all ready. And next minute, Doug comes in his pajamas. I'm like, Doug, what are you doing? Oh, I was just getting myself ready. It's just no longer up here. I says, Doug, everybody's waiting outside here. We're waiting to go right now. And he's like, oh, right, okay. Tell me to be down in a few minutes here. And then he goes out for a bit, and then he comes back in again. And then he starts doing stuff in the kitchen. And I'm like, I says, Doug, what are you doing? Oh, making my sandwiches. Doug, we can get stuff while we're there. No, I want to get my sandwiches made up. I'm like, for God's sake. And then next time my phone goes off, it's Ryan. And he just he starts doing this like this voicemail thing, saying like, with the person on the top floor, please hurry up now. As we're waiting down here very impatiently. I was literally I wasn't really in the mood really, and I just literally just played fight fire with fire, and I just literally went like to talk to a customer, please say bleep after the bleep. To which point there's a long pause, and you just hear Ryan in a confused tone going beep like that there, and I just hung up.
The person upstairs, please come down. Yeah.
The person on the top floor, please come down. As you're holding up the queue.
Yeah. Oh, God, love him.
But he did this other one as well. He did this very good one, which was Doug actually wanted to do this thing because he wanted to do this challenge that he put himself to do, which was to bring a small garden railway modified roundhouse Lady Anne to the top of Snaefell on the Alman, the highest mountain, and run it there in gale force winds. That was his challenge, and everyone on his forum saying like, oh no, you can't do it there. To which Doug told me then, he said like, jokes in there, it's got an internal firebox. And I'm like, okay. So, he was all set and ready to go. We asked Ryan if he wanted to come up as well because he's been saying this for a while. He wanted to do like another pose on Snaefell. So we thought, as we says, Ryan, do you want to come along here? And he's like, no, I think I'm just going to spend some time on the beach here for a bit, and then just have we drive around the island for a bit. And I'm like, yeah, okay, no worries. So we went with Doug up on the tram. We went up to Snaefell. It was like a 2-hour journey, really.
Yeah.
So we got up to Snaefell. Gale force winds. We went into the cafe. I got myself some lunch. Doug was literally like, had his engine ready, and he had all his tools and equipment there to get all prepped and ready. He was all like that there. He's like, oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, I can't wait for this. Can't wait. He's like, that's how he sounded. Like he was just saying, like, oh, I can't wait for this. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. This is brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there eating my chicken nuggets. I'm thinking to myself, Flip, he actually is really excited about this here. So Gav decides to go outside because he didn't want anything to eat there. So he went outside to sort himself out there. So have a wee look around, and I had my lunch. So I sat for a bit there, checked stuff on my phone, and I thought, right, might as well go and see how Gavin's getting on here. So I left Doug to do what it's doing, and went around to see if we could find Gav. Gav was up where there's on top of Snowfield. There's like this giant compass, which is where Doug wanted to run the engine. So I saw Gav was there, and I walked up to him, and I noticed something weird about him. He was holding his phone out, and he was filming me walking up the hillock to where the compass was.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, what is he doing with that phone? Why is he filming me? So I thought, I think he probably wants to do a parody or something. So I thought he wanted to do the shipwreck guy from the start of Monty Python's Flying Circus. Ooh, the camera's gone.
Right. Okay.
So I did that. I actually just like started up going, and all I say, I started panting and all, exclaiming out there. Went around to the camera and went, "It's," and Gavin just burst out laughing. So and we're just, I just stood around like just mind the scenery. Looked back again. Gavin is still filming me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is he filming here? Why? I says, Gav, why are you filming me for? And he's like, he had this big smile on his face, going, I'm like, why are you? So I turn around and I look over. And right somewhere next to this thing, there's a large boulder, like a big massive boulder. You couldn't miss it anywhere. And sitting behind this boulder with a big smiling grin on his face was Ryan. He had actually beaten us to Snowfell,
Right.
some hours before. And he's sitting there with a big grin on his face there, and I'm just standing there, just going, wait a minute, who's that? That can't be. And then Ryan bursts out laughing, like literally, like screams out laughing. And then he just goes, "Hello, how are you?" I'm like, "You son of a gun, what are you doing up here?" So like it was like the funniest reaction, really. It's like the funniest reaction.
Yeah.
Gavin still has the recording of that there. I must try and get him to send me that there because it's just too funny. It's too.
You showed us that once. Okay.
Eh?
I swear you showed it to us once, but okay.
I think he did, yeah, but he hasn't actually sent it like the proper file. I need to tell him to send the file over, but it's just too funny.
All right, guys, I'm very sorry. I'm just the building I'm doing right now is based on something I saw that's in my hometown in Reading, and I'm just trying to find a picture on Google Maps of it, and I keep going past it.
Yeah, I know. I take your time, yeah.
So it's not. I'm not. Well, I'm on my phone, but I'm not.
That's cheating.
I'm not trying to be antisocial or anything. I'm just literally just trying to find the picture of this goddamn building.
No worries.
Otherwise, there'll be no model.
There'll be no model. Oh my goodness.
But by the way, I was supposed to sort of see Ryan and Steve next week, but unfortunately, because the plan was to fly out to Berlin, but we obviously Corona, we're not allowed to fly, so we have had our tickets refunded. But nothing for the hotel.
Well, if things are okay, I'll try and see if I can get because I really wanted to see the guys again, but oh sweet.
That's kind of similar. It's not the same, but it's similar. It's the way that it's structured. So what it means for what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these little round things off.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure if I don't know, if I pay attention to the architecture and things, I would have known, but I didn't. So yeah, stuff off. Anyway, yeah, you're saying about going to see.
Yeah, so I want to see. I'm going to try and see if I can meet up with the guys at Star Tugs, the Tugs exhibition again, because they've now changed it now. It's not Star Tugs Trust anymore. It's Tugs exhibition.
Oh yeah.
So,
I haven't been for a while actually. I usually go. I normally help out at Didcot for those who already know even there. But obviously last year was Davey, who plays Godry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
it was his I was best man, so I had to miss the.
Why?
I was also, and I'm not trying to act smug. I was also invited to be part of modelers the Great Railway Challenge, but Model Railway Challenge, but filming was the same day. So
Yeah, so it was the same for me as well. Because I mean, I was actually asked to be on the show twice.
Yeah.
Both series, but the first time around, I turned it down because I couldn't get the team together. Second time around was that I had a internship coming up, and I wasn't and I didn't know when it was going to happen. And we did have a team put together, like, but unfortunately, like, we couldn't. I told the guys during when they met up, I just said, "Look, sorry guys, look, I have to back down on this. I'm sorry." And it's like, "Yeah, that's okay. I mean, we won't be on the show. Won't be on the show unless you're on it." Like, so. Oh well.
Well, there's always next time. Hopefully they'll come back. Is there going to be another series?
I don't know. What's wrong with you? Sorry. May just did something really weird there. You're all right, love.
Okay.
I know you got something in your eye. That's why.
How do you feel? I mean, I feel a bit like, I don't know if I feel comfortable making model railways on live TV. More because I guess it's just, for me personally, like, this is like a sort of secret thing that I don't really tell even my closest friends outside of it, if that makes sense. But
yeah,
so it'd be weird if they saw me actually doing this kind of thing on live television. But
yeah.
I wouldn't say no. If I was offered, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say, I'll try not to say no this time.
You feeling better now? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, May was just something was wrong with May that she was cringe. She was doing like a cringe type of posing, like she was putting her paws over her eyes or something. I was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I think it was just some dirt in her eye that was bothering her. So
okay,
it's cleared out now. You all right? You feeling better? Yeah. Good girl. Okay.
Yeah. So made another piece and it's broken as well.
Oh.
Oh no! I keep pouring it wrong. I was doing it right before, and I need to get back into a routine of just like making profit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. I'm just gonna go for a second because I need to. I'm gonna actually spray some primer on this here and have it prepped and ready to go. And then I'm gonna take these windows down as well and get them sprayed as well.
So while you're gone, that's fine. While you're going, I'll have a little read through these questions.
Yeah, and then when I get back here, we'll do a little show reel of you folks at home's work.
Excellent. Okay, so Ben says, "Hi guys, so the stream's going well."
Hey Ben,
I think it's going all right.
It's going well so far.
Model Railway. Tom, how's your Thomas building going along? Slow, but it's better than it was a year ago. Remember Borat Pat?
Yeah, I remember. It was all right.
I heard of it.
Yeah, I saw it some years ago. It was all right, but it wasn't really that much funny. I do remember seeing a Postman Pat parody where Pat constantly kept talking like Boise from Only Fools and Horses.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that'd be quite amusing. I remember, temporary Postman Pratt.
Temporary Postman Pratt.
Rail card. Who is the blue engine in front of the workbench?
It's Edward.
Looks like Edward.
It's Edward the Blue Engine. Yeah, it's a replica of Rev Norgie's original model of Edward, which can be seen on the Telekin Railway.
Hey! And Ben says can confirm it's Edward. God help me.
Yeah. That's because I told him it was Edward. Right, I'll be back in a wee sec, guys.
Looks like an old Henry in sky blue. Banter of steam. So Murray Humpton Productions. Oh, you were on Models. You're on Model Railway Challenge, were you? Still need to finish my model of Edward and TT gauge. Yes. We'd love to see it. Right, so basically you can get brick paper and then just cut up normally, but because I've become accustomed to making things out of resin, I like to make my own. I pretty much like to make my own. Anything that's very difficult is actually getting them each mold correct. You were in episode 4 of series 2. Oh, good on you. I'm not gonna lie. I need to watch it. I've only watched a couple of episodes. I've not watched the whole thing all the way through. But I know about, I think 3 people are on there already. I knew Adam, and obviously Simon Martin, and of course Guion. He was the guy who invited me to do the series last year, which unfortunately I couldn't attend. But yeah, how did you find your experience, Mary Hampton Productions? How did you find your experience filming one of our channels? So what I'm doing here, once you put the resin in, you're supposed to stir for at least 40 seconds. The idea is that once it gets hot, that's obviously the sign that it's mixed in well. Get rid of all the air bubbles, and hopefully it shouldn't take so long to dry. But what I'm doing here, I'm doing it very lightly because I don't want to make the paper too thick. Otherwise, it will raise against the wood I'm sticking it to. You can tell me if this is boring for you guys. Like, I mean, just the making of this project in particular. I know it's not a train or a wagon or something, but hopefully, I'm hoping during this 2-week break, or well, during the Corona, I'm hoping at the end of it, Thomas will be finished. Maybe a couple of wagons and some coaches too. I've already got Annie and Clower done. Okay, so the warehouse it was filmed in got very cold, but it was good fun overall. Okay, I assume they filmed it in the summer, didn't they? Or was it earlier? Add some explosions. I'll liven things up. Yes, I would. Only ooh. I'll tell you what. If you want explosions, explosions is what you get. Let's see. Should we get some? I wish I had a Spitfire. So it'd be like, it's literally like in World War II. Oh. Yeah, that's it.
Right, that's me back.
And back. Oh.
Right.
Okay.
So what I've done here is the building I have there, I've actually looked at it there, and it's got one of those like textured type surfaces on it. So what I thought would be a good thing to do is that, you know, that spray paint that actually has that rough texture stuff on it.
Oh,
like
yeah, the Pastola stuff. Or?
Yeah. So I bought some months back there. I bought a couple of cans out there, and it's had, you know, had some paint left in it there. So I've given it a bit of a spray paint there. So it's going to be drying. It might finish drying off maybe tomorrow or something. So I'll see how it goes. But the windows and stuff there are already painted there. So I'll put these in a box here for the time being, and I could finish off maybe tomorrow or maybe next week's stream. We'll see. But what I'll do next is I can build this other kit which I have, which is a model bus kit. I really wanted to try and make. I really wanted to make for a good while, so I think now's a good time to do it. No, it's not Birdie. It's not Birdie. It's not Birdie for Brass Angels though, because Birdie's model's already been made. But it looks similar to Birdie. it looks similar to him, but no, it's not going to be him though. It might be just be a different bus altogether, perhaps. We'll see.
I'm thinking for your the slideshow, should have a jingle.
But it has to be royalty-free music though. I can't play copyrighted music.
That's fine.
So see what you think. If you want to do that, that's up to you.
Has anyone seen BBC One where there's one I forgot who hosted. But there's one section where the guy took the old theme song from Playdays for his section called Unpopular Opinions.
All right.
So the lyric so he's basically giving lyrics to the Playdays theme. He goes, "Come and give us your unpopular opinion." Anything that you've been scared to say.
All right.
I can't remember it, sorry.
Don't be growling now. Okay, that's it's 8 o'clock. It's now time for the slideshow. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I've got 9 entries here, so don't growl. Don't growl. There's probably a mouse or something that's outside. You're probably growling at. Okay, let's see if I can get some streams up. Or not the stream, the share screen. Okay, so starting off with the showcase. So, like I said before at the start of the stream, I asked you guys at home in a trailer that if you guys want to have some of your models to showcase in Models Corner, send me through the pictures via Twitter. And yeah, some people have contacted me and they want to share some of their models. So here's a few that have appeared. So let's have a look. Okay, so we have this nice model of Thomas using, I think this is one of Gavin's models, and they appear to have it on a Hornby Thomas chassis. That's pretty cool. Come on, it's getting there. I don't know what face that is. I think that's probably a take long face. I think I'd say it's probably still under construction, so that's pretty good. They also sent me this as well here, which is their model of the Fat Controller or the Fat Director in his original Railway Series get-up. So that was pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Carson's Christmas video with he had a model of the Fat Director and he was wearing this this uniform. I thought it was pretty cool. So I think that's pretty cool as well to see in this here. Moving on, that's a nice model of Duck and Rebecca. That's actually quite cool. Actually, I've never actually seen like people making actual like 00 scale models of Rebecca. That's actually quite cool. I believe Duck's wearing James's face. Yeah, that's actually quite funny as well. That's actually quite cool. I don't know who's in the background. I think it's Pierce Sam and Sir Handel, I think. Or Sir Hayden. I think it's meant to be the background. I have no idea, but they look pretty cool. Looks pretty cool indeed. They also sent me some pictures of some signals that they're working on as well. So these are probably ratio kits. I've got a few of these of myself, really, which I need to get around to making. But yeah, they look pretty cool. Pretty good indeed. They're getting there. Nice paintwork on them as well.
Oh yeah, who made that? Fat Controller.
The Fat Controller. I think that was. I forgot who his name was now.
Oh, I've seen that duck before a few times. It's duck with the James face.
Oh, yeah, the duck with So are you watching on the playback?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry.
It's so I can see the comments.
Okay, no worries.
I'll just swap that quick. Yeah, you're back to the Fat Controller one, yeah?
Yeah. I'll just cut back onto that there, so.
I'm quite a mix about the purple, personally.
I think it's all right, because, I mean, like, he does have that in the Railway Series, if you look at it.
Oh, no, that's what I mean. I know he's got in the Railway Series.
Yeah.
I just mean, it's an interesting concept, from yellow to purple.
Yeah.
I might if I decide to make another figurine, I might do it do it purple, because I if anyone didn't know, I made a couple of figurines. I made a Fat Controller one, and I had it painted in the sort of Club Spong style.
All right.
Yeah.
With the striped trousers and that there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The big ass mustache.
The big ass mustache.
Oh,
The
not
Poirot mustache. That's how I used to call it.
the poor mustache. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, there's the Dr. Toombs face on there. Sorry, I must point out here. For those who sent me these three, I'm sorry if I didn't give a shout out to you guys. I'm sorry I didn't give a shout out to you. I'm terrible at names. I actually forgot to write down who it was that sent these through. But once the stream's over, I will leave whoever sent these through in the video description. So
what's the yellow?
That's Rebecca.
Rebecca. Yeah.
She's one of the new characters.
Yeah. Oh, I know she's a new. I keep forgetting her name because I'm slightly insulted by why they've made a yellow Battle of Britain. But
I have no idea either. But it's not my place to talk about. But anyway, but it's a good model. It's a good model nonetheless.
Yeah, I like it.
And then they also sent through pictures of some signals that they're working on as well. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How'd you make that?
They're ratio kits.
Oh, okay.
So they're nicely painted up as well. So that's quite cool.
I assume they were ready made. I mean, ready painted.
Oh no, those are for the quick assembly ones. These are actually like you can buy kits of like ratio signals, but they have to be like painted up.
Right, got you. Okay.
So
he's doing all right. He's I don't know if he's primed it or if he's
it's probably using like paints that just go like straight on. Plus you don't need primer.
Yeah.
I think there is some paints that does that.
Yeah, not a. So I was gonna say, if you primed it, you got it quite nice and crisp. It's one thing that's really difficult because you do get build up on some areas, but
yeah. That's pretty good. Now, I was also said this as well, and I really like this one here. This is quite good. I think this is a scratch build model.
Oh, am I not surprised? Well, it is scratch build. That's brilliant.
Yeah, scratch build Toby. That's really cool. I love the livery as well. They've gone for the later '60s livery for the Reverend Orgy's Toby.
The Elsie as well.
Yeah, with Elsie. Yeah,
that's next on my list actually. An Elsie. Wouldn't know. I mean, I've got a Toby to pull them. Touch wood, but yeah. I mean, I quite So did they say who made it or?
Yeah. They sent through. They gave me their Twitter names out there. So yeah, I will leave their names in the description, at the end of the stream here in the description of the video. So,
just a couple of years ago, Hornby made an article in the magazine was how to convert the Hornby Toby into.
Was that not Railway Modeler?
It possibly was. I can't remember which one, but it was basically what they did was they lowered the body shell.
Oh no, yeah, no, it wasn't Railway Modeler. Railway Modeler did a different thing, but yeah, I remember now. Somebody on YouTube actually took a Hornby Toby and lowered it.
Yeah,
lowered the wooden body part.
Yeah,
it kind of made it look a bit more longer. Really, it kind of made it look more like one of those battery locos, or was it battery locos, or one of those locos they used on the Metropolitan lines.
And you got a few
but yeah, that's quite good.
Yeah, sorry.
Now, I didn't name this one here because he's put his Twitter thing on there. So NRS NWR 12 on Twitter.
He's used the T9.
Yeah, he used the T9 for Edward. That's cool. It's James. I like his Percy. The Percy looks really nice.
Yeah.
Be interested to know how he did that. It's probably maybe a modified Hornby one or a Bachman one. I'm not sure. It looks like a Hornby one to me.
A lot of people are doing modifications of the Hornby and most of the Bachman one now, where they just sort of, I think they just take the chassis but put Hornby Percy's body over it.
Yeah, they've kind of cut down the Hornby body in a way.
Yeah, well,
by a couple of boil bands.
Kit bash.
Yeah, kit bash. But would you call it kit bash even though there was no kits involved?
That's an interesting point.
What do you guys think? Leave your answers in the comments.
The world.
This is good as well. Yeah, the stud tugs. He's also done these stud tugs as well.
All right.
So I think I did ask him how he made these here. They were actually made using actual model boat kits, and they were heavily modified. So that's actually quite cool.
That's good. That's a good way of using your intuition, I think. And
Initiative, yeah.
initiative, that's right. Yeah, sorry. I've been up since 7 o'clock. I've been working all day. Tired.
That's all right. That's all right.
Not you, it's the people watching.
These are good as well. These are actually like working models of the mountain railway. Like the pistons and all, they all actually do work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you can buy models of like mountain engines, and you can just.
What's quite cool is you can't tell if it's the Ursal ones or the
Yeah, I think that's the point of it, but it actually does look really good. I actually really do find these quite interesting.
I like them personally because they're Swiss.
Yeah.
Swiss logos, and I am part Swiss.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I quite like I like the detail on Cold is funnel and everything. Like, you know, how he's got the funnel cap.
Yeah, I think that's actually just from the actual like model that they used. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know like the brand of what they used, but it's really good actually. Really good conversion, and also Lord Harry as well. That's actually quite good.
Have you ever seen the Snowdonian engines?
I have, but I've only seen pictures of them on the internet and various videos, but I haven't actually been there myself. I mean, I've passed it a few times, but it just never had the chance really. I've mostly seen the Talcon Railway and Festiniog.
I've always wanted to go back, to be honest. I've been there once. It was one of the freshest places I've been, I think.
I would like to go back to Wales again someday because I actually remember
we went up on number 4 and we came down on number 6, I think.
All right.
And we actually managed. Well, we're also up at Thomas Snowdonia. We actually managed to get the Sif headboard on the back of number 4.
Nice.
So yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. So is there any more?
Oh yeah. There's one more here. Somebody asked me here, like, can the 3D models count in this as well? So I said, yeah, they can here. So I got this sent to me here. Now this was actually recently done. I thought this was quite cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many times has he been done? Like,
I have no idea. There's like so many, but like, yeah, this is actually quite good.
Yeah.
Good rendition of Thomas, really. I
quite like the texture. Reminds me of the face from series 2 because there was one face where it was just completely a dark shade of grey with just like random painted eyebrows and things.
Yeah, I think that was like one that I don't think so. They didn't use that much really because the grey was actually just too dark. Yeah,
my thinking was they were experimenting on film, but they had to actually film the actual episode whilst they were doing it. So
yeah,
they're trying to work it. See, because you could sort of tell from the beginning, you know, he just has like the trimmed eyebrows. When he gets from series 3 onwards, they're the triangle.
Yeah. I always wonder why they actually went for triangles.
I think it just makes it look more friendlier. Personally, I find.
All right.
Looks more charismatic and gives them a unique.
I often think like maybe there's something that you know allows kids to remember more about a character. It's just their facial features, really. So maybe the triangles on Thomas's eyes are just more like on Thomas's eyebrows is just more.
You know, this guy the facial expression really well, I think.
Yeah, looks pretty good. Because I think they said to me that they only recently got that face made, so it's really good. It's a really good and very close rendition, really.
So is this for trains?
Possibly, I don't know. I'd say it could be for trains, I suppose.
I haven't played that game in years.
No, same here. I mean, I've used it once or twice there, but not much recently like that. So
I remember one of the first times I actually tried it. I mean, actually played it years and years ago when I started like downloading Thomas content.
Oh, why?
I began playing it in the first week of the Easter holidays, and I suddenly realised by the end of Easter holidays I hadn't left the house. So I went out one day, and it was spring, and during the time when Easter started, and by the time I came out, all that time I was playing trains, and I didn't realise that all the leaves had come out, and it was like I actually felt sick looking out the window of the car, just seeing all the trees and everything. Don't be an addict, guys.
No, don't be an addict. Get outside and get some fresh air. But yeah, that's pretty much all that was sent through to me here. So if any of you guys want your stuff to be shown on Modelist Corner, like I said, send me a message on Twitter, and I'll be sure to put them in a folder ready to show in next week's installment of Modelist Corner. So
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, very good indeed. So thanks very much to everyone who sent through those photos. Really good indeed. And I promise I will put down whose photos were of what in the description box after the stream. So right, time for another kit build. So like I said, I'm gonna do a bus kit this time. So
did you finish the one you were doing earlier?
No, the paint on is drying on it.
Oh, I got you. Sorry.
It's just that texture paint. It takes ages for it to dry.
All right. Yeah. Cool. Sorry.
What's up there? What's the decals?
Oh, is it? So I got a watch. Oh. So this might work. This might not. I'll see.
All right.
So what I'm doing basically, I'm just looking at the resin brick paper to see if it looks okay. Because if I can get it to look accurate and actually looks neat and smart and everything, I'm happy just to cut around this. So what I'm doing basically is I've made a really thin piece of resin paper. Well, I call it resin paper. And if it looks good, what I'll do is I'll just cut around the edge, the shape I've drawn, and then stick it to the front. And then obviously neaten up the edges with this craft knife. And then hopefully, when all the other bits are done the same way, just stick all together. And it looks something like this.
Here's one I made earlier. And
look. Hello.
Talks as well.
Hey. Blackadder. No.
It kind of reminds me of Boney from Trapdoor.
You shot my speckled Jim. First, old chap, you've left the trap door open.
What? Why? Don't you think it'd be? Oh.
I think you did a better impression then.
No, it's not really bad.
Boney. No, Burke.
Right. Let's see now. I've never made one of these kits here, so this is going to be a new step for me here. Alright, folks, you're about to witness something which is going to make me curse in many ways, because I've never made one of these kits before. So,
okay, Two-Face Tart Productions just said thanks for sharing your photos. Which one was yours, mate? Which one did you do?
Oh, I forgot which ones there were. Mate, which one was yours? I just need to remember. Just remind myself.
Oh, the talking building from. Oh no, I haven't. I like the talking building from Theodore Tugboat. Yeah, that was a good show.
The talking. Oh,
Theodore.
Do. Wait! Don't eat that. Not nice.
Right. Is there any news on your new model railway, Mike?
Sorry?
Is it Elsbridge you're making?
Which model were we?
Oh, the group one.
Oh no, that's it's a replica of the original Northwestern Railway layout.
Right.
So it's been on my bucket list for a while, like so yeah, folks. People have been just in case anybody doesn't know here. I'm actually chairman of my model railway club, and we're in the process of actually making a replica of the very first Thomas the Tank Engine layout, the Northwestern region, and we've started on making the layout. We've got as far as we've made the Knapford section, and we've got the area where the tunnel is going to be to go into Tidmouth, but we haven't actually got to Tidmouth yet. We just need to get the boards for it made up first. But for the time being, we're constantly focusing on Natford. So we've got the point motors for it there have all been wired in. There's been power going in through. That we've just recently just got the tracks painted and ballasted. So it's all looking good.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're literally living the dream.
Sorry.
You're literally living the dream. I think everyone wanted to have a go at making that layout at one point, and you've made all of them.
Well, not all of them. Like, I mean,
all of them.
Yeah, because I mean, I haven't made the Mid-Soto rail yet, but that's because I just haven't got that much research info on it.
I personally quite like the track plans. That's what always inspires me when I'm thinking of what if I was to build a layout. Because ideally, I'd like to build a sort of section one where, well, not so much a section, like a. I wouldn't mind building my own version of the Farquhar just for the sake of the Mark One, the track plan, where you've got the tunnel that comes out and it just the loop is actually a loop in disguise.
Yeah,
I quite like that aspect of it.
Yeah, I like that as well. Because I think my first Farquhar was basically just I still have it, and I'm thinking maybe I'm actually selling it at some stage because I haven't got any more room for it to store it in because my workshop is actually just crowded now. So, but yeah, I built it using a track plan that I found online, which actually was meant to it makes it look more like a train set. Really, it wasn't actually an exact copy of the actual layout itself, but it was close enough appearance, like
Sorry, really cool. One thing I forgot to say, if you're applying 5-minute epoxy resin to stuff, always make sure you do it really quickly because it dries before you put your piece down. Right, so that's the first bit done.
Thomas and Lionel Production, do you plan to make a Mid-Soto replica at some point in your life? Maybe, I don't know. Once I get more info about it here, I'll see. But the narrow gauge railway bug hasn't bitten me yet. I mean, it nibbled a few times. It nibbled a few times on me there, which resulted in me making maybe some models of the Scarlowy railway engines, but not all of them yet.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, I love the narrow gauge, but I'm not keen enough to actually make a model of it.
Yeah.
Not as much as Luke has done. He's done. Did he finish his large scale Scarlowy? Do you know?
I think he did. I'm not sure. I'll ask him next. I'll ask him next time I talk to him. Be interesting to see how progress went on that.
There's one thing so I just wondered, how do you feel about doing multiple scales and things? Do you think you can really stick with one?
Well, most of my life I've really been using 00 stuff, and I'm still trying to get the hang of with G scale. I mean, I was worried about people. I got a comment some months back from a YouTuber who'd seen my garden railway, and I think he probably took offense to how I treated it so far, like in its current state, because it was literally overgrown, and it was literally just come back after winter, just to see what way it was looking. And let's be honest, it wasn't really the best sight, to be honest. But he just basically said, "Look, why don't you just stop making it altogether? Just give up on that. It looks awful." I'm like, oh, come on, be fair.
Yeah. Flipping it, it's outside. What do you expect? You can't. You can't. Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't know that much about maintenance for garden railways, but
yeah,
it's just. I mean, I was surprised you were making it, actually, to be honest, because you were saving up for. I remember at the time you were saving up a puffer, and you're also making a replica layout. So I'm surprised you actually have time to actually make all those. To
be honest, even I was shocked as well. But yeah, the garden railway, that was actually my dad actually bought it for me because he wanted. Because we had an old friend of ours who actually had a garden railway, and he was looking to sell some. He was looking to sell it because he was moving house. So we went around to his place to see what there was, and unfortunately, some of the stuff that he had for sale that he was going to sell had already been sold. The stuff I really wanted, like an engine shed, a good shed, and so forth. But he's like, oh no, they're already sold. I'm like, oh. But he said, like, the track and all that stuff there, it was still up for sale. Some buildings, locos, and so forth. So, he just said to me, "Is there anything else? Is there anything in particular you like?" And I was like, "Well, I'm already in the middle of saving up for something else here, but thanks all the same for asking." So I was like, "No worries." Went on my way. What I didn't realize was that my dad was secretly, like, behind my back, had decided to actually buy the entire Garden Railway of whatever was left. He bought the entire lot, locos, buildings, and all. And at the same time, he got me puffer as well. I'm like, really? So yeah, you can imagine me on Christmas morning. I literally had a heart attack. After seeing this, I was like, "What? No!"
Oh, you got puffer.
Yeah, I got puffer the same year as well. So,
so you literally like you came down the stairs, check to see check to see if the cookies and everything, and then and then you find that puffer's in a box or something.
No, in fact, no. I found out I got puffer from a card. Basically, my parents, they gave me the Garden Railway stuff not there, but they gave me a card saying Puffer is on his way. Puffer will be on his way, and you'll see him in March because it was still being made.
Yeah.
At the time. So it was really nice.
That's wonderful.
So. Unfortunately, I have to. As soon as this coronavirus is over here, I need to actually go and see about getting Puffer back home here because, unfortunately, where he's staying right now, he's being closed down. The Metroe where he's staying at.
Yeah, bad times.
I'm really annoyed by that there because, what's the point of closing?
It's your local.
Eh?
It's your local club, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the closest Metroe club I can get to, but yeah. How we found out about the news that the club was being closed down was actually being we got the word on the exact same day on which the Pablo episode I wrote, which actually features the Miniature Railway, and also it also features me. I make a cameo appearance in the live action segment.
Yeah,
where I play a train driver. I play a train driver, and Puffer's there as well. He drives on. I just arrived just driving Puffer.
Oh yeah. I still haven't. I mean, face up. I still haven't actually watched that episode, but I know,
man.
It's because there's so many episodes. I can't keep up.
I mean, it's only in the hundreds.
I was thinking, how exactly? How many things can happen in an autistic man's head? Actually, no, I'll take that back. Sorry. No.
A lot, mate. A lot.
Well, I can talk.
It's all right.
Come on, give us your popular opinion. Something up to now that you've been scared to say. La, 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 la. Right, so what you see I'm doing here, I'm just cutting around the edges. I'm not so fussed about it looking spotless right now because once I've cut around the shape, I'm going to try and obviously clean it up.
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping once obviously but what's good at model making in general is you can disguise things. So I could probably have some trellis or some greenery growing up around here. But yeah, just cover up this, just to cover up this crack I've got in the resin bit here.
Yeah. Mate, leave that Dalek alone. May sniffing around my giant Dalek model.
Leave the Dalek alone. So are you going to write about it in your the new episode of Midori Adventures?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
the closure of the railway sort of thing and how it was saved.
Well, the funny thing is, though, I actually did write this story about the railway being closed, like probably being on the third being closed down, not from the Motorcar Society, but actually from another source. But that was like 2 or 3 years ago. I wrote that, and now it's happening. It's like, man. And even my old mate Casey Jr., who actually helped me create the series, like we were literally like freaking out. We were just saying, like, oh my god, this actually is happening now.
Yeah.
To which point we were saying like, we should probably stop writing these stories because it's getting too weird now. Because like we're kind of predicting the future.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I wrote a story in which Puffer had a very serious crash. Then it happened shortly after I wrote it.
Wow.
And then, like, it's all pretty weird. I wrote about Casey's character having his own traction engine. The real one ends up getting a real traction engine. It's like, what?
Can you write a story where I happen to be rich and famous?
Well, you have to be a character in Miniature Railway Adventures, Tom.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I accept. You got my permission. Just, I mean, if it works, you never know. You might be able to save lives.
Well, I don't know. It's just like it all depends. Like if anybody wants Miniature Railway Adventures to come back, I can make it happen. Just see if the demand was there. I mean, it was basically my starting point in terms of script writing. In fact, I actually do remember sending Andrew Brenner a copy of it.
Oh yeah.
A copy of which one was it? Was it the Search of I gave Andrew Brenner a copy of the Search of the Lost Engine, and I said this is the style I used to write my stories in. Just want to see what you think. That was like before I sent him my my first script for Pablo. When I sent him my first script for Pablo, he was like, "Oh my god, this is actually like reading a children's novel." Like an actual classic children's novel. I said, well, that's just using the same format I used for that Miniature everything. He's like, my god, that's actually brilliant.
Wow. So what did you learn to write? You just.
I just basically I just picked it up as I went along, really, because I mean, when I wrote my stories out there, I literally just guessed what was. Well, I just picked it up as I went along, but I think maybe I just took some inspiration from like some of the old SIF stories and that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I mean, Miniature Railway Adventures was actually based off a SIF audio. It was the SIF audio crossover adventure.
Okay.
I don't know if were you in that audio?
No, I wasn't. The crossover adventure.
Oh, the crossover one, yeah.
No, I wasn't. No.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Ryan, and all that, but that whole thing just didn't make any sense to me.
Right.
Didn't get it at all.
Made sense to me, all right. I thought it was like the best thing I ever heard.
No, I think the best thing that Sif Audio's ever done is the Wind and the Willows.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Yeah, I love that.
Ladies and gentlemen, comes. She is real superstars. Sorry, yeah.
I remember actually. I used to sing the Scrooge Across the Road song that they sing. We are salesmen and we make lots of money. Selling us alone. Here's some milk and honey. We don't mind if it's sunshine. That's great fun.
What a legend.
Yeah.
I miss having him around, really. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm kind of bad because obviously his voice and the old, the fat control and things. He was typecasting that quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's because he was just so good.
He was here. I know. I remember the other day. I think I sent this to you yesterday. You were posting about. He posted this video on Twitter. And you said it kind of reminds you of Alaric's Trouble in the Shed. What the Les Miserables, when people were singing Les Miserables, and then I actually I posted up the actual audio, the actual video itself.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm also year, I used to. Oh damn, it didn't work. Yeah.
Stupid idea, Wiggles.
Traded. Who does this controller think he is? Who is the controller anyway?
You, sir.
Oh. Or me. Wait. I'm the controller. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Oh, butter my toes and bake my beans. I better get this. I loved it. I remember when I was doing because that was such a big hit at the time,
it was definitely.
When I was, if you guys don't remember, but years ago I used to do redubs. One in particular, I think I don't want to gloat, but one that I did that everyone quotes me even today is one called Henry's Sad Story.
Oh yes.
And I had the old Bean play the Fat Controller on this, and what was quite extraordinary about that was Jake, the guy who helped me wrote it. He would kind of include certain lines from Alaric's Redux.
Yeah.
So all the butter my chose and bake my beans, kind of thing. And I just remember thinking, it's one thing having the old Bean on it, but the other thing is also is what I found quite amazing about the old Bean was that obviously, like, you know, he could play the Fat Controller in so many productions. He can make it sound original every time.
Yeah.
So, because what was difficult about the Henry Sad Story was because Jake kept including bits from Alaric's Redux, and I kept thinking, I was going to get really annoyed if I do this, and Jake was like, no, because everyone's going to love it. It's very popular, and I was like, no. So what I did was I got Chris, who you're also very close friends with.
Yeah.
I thought I haven't spoken to him in years. I need to. I asked him, listen, Jake is going to include segments of a redubs. Can you please just go over it and then just cover up his bits and try to put some of your own in? And he was like, yeah, sure. So it's kind of why it was done in that. It's why it was done in that order. Like me, Jake, Chris, because Chris would sort of fix up Jake's mistake, bits, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Jake, you're a good guy, but at the same time,
it wasn't needed.
Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't seen him for years. I haven't spoken to him. But yeah, I just remember. Funny enough, I kept thinking. I actually didn't want the old Bean at first because I kept thinking. Well, one, I thought he wouldn't want to do it. But Jake, but actually, to be fair, Jake, he was the one who kept nudging me to do it.
Yeah.
So eventually I messaged him saying, "Hey, I'm doing this read of Henry Sad Story. Do you want to be the Fat Controller on it?" And a few weeks later, I got his lines.
Nice.
And I've still got them somewhere. I mean, I'm tempted to do a video because there was so much improv that wasn't used in the redub that was so genius of him.
I think my favorite one that he did there was it was at the very start when Henry asked the Fat Controller, like, look how miserable I am here. Oh God, yes, the model makers did some very poor work on your face there.
Oh, but there was one line. That line was supposed to be longer because what he did was, it's one bit where he goes, well, I mean, I control because they didn't do a very good job of me. I wouldn't mind a less of a big gut and a bit more hair, and I know what it's like downstairs. Yeah. I got it somewhere, and what was annoying was when I was making the redub, that bit was part of the script, and I didn't realize. I thought it was his improv. And no, Chris wrote that in. He kept saying, "Yeah, why didn't you use that bit?" I was like, "Oh." Sometimes less is more. Do you know what I mean? I regret that even today.
Oh God, that was
brilliant. If I do a remake, I'm going to put that back in.
Oh, definitely.
I know what it's like downstairs. Right. So what I've done here is I've taken the bit off.
Right.
I've glued it on and I've just ruined it. So now I've got to oh no, I'm going to rethink this. I'm not as tuned in today with this project, to be honest.
Don't worry, you can fix this, mate. You can fix this.
Oh yeah,
I believe in you.
Hey babe, how have you got the exam today? I believe in you. You got this.
You got this, man.
You got this, sweetheart.
What? None.
Right, in the meantime, does anybody want to see? I'm just going to read some of these questions. Christopher O'Shea, I know you did redubs, so I remember watching that redub. Oh, thanks, mate. The Sad Story of Henry, mate. Okay, Max Model Railway says, Michael, what episode of Pablo is Puffer in?
Oh, it's pretty obvious. It's an episode. It's called Locomotion. If you look on BBC iPlayer, you can find it there. It's Locomotion.
Do the locomotion.
Come on now, do the locomotion.
Come on, Norman, do a locomotion.
I love the way he has that there in the Sif Christmas Carol. I thought that was quite funny.
Yeah. His
I
voice
actually
does
thought.
sound. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was just sort of find it funny, like how when he's singing the locomotion, he actually does he delivers the line twice. I don't know whether that was intentional or to make the fact that Obing's character was actually meant to be drunk to begin with.
I'm to be honest, I'm very grateful that we had him at the time. You know, the old being we had him at a time when we were quite young.
Yeah,
It was just a ball just to work with him. And
he's a teacher now, isn't he?
I don't know if he's bad. I was a teacher. I thought he was an actor.
No, I think he worked on. Well, maybe he's a teaching actor. I don't know, acting coach or something. I have no idea. But I heard somewhere that he was a teacher somewhere. I can't remember where.
Right, Declu's not working.
Right, blimey, this kid is complex as anything, but I'm getting there. Just let you know here, that's as far as I've got here with this bus kit here. So that cab there, that's a whole collection of parts I had to try and put together. It's like a weird jigsaw puzzle out there. So I'm just getting the next side of it here done. I'm getting there slowly but surely.
Oh God, no! Oh God, no! Don't use super glue. Don't ever use super glue because I'm stuck to it now.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I'll tell you this, Tom. It's actually worse if you actually have like the spray activator on, and you have super glue in your hands, and you get that spray activation stuff.
Yeah.
And you know when your hand starts smoking, that's when it gets really hard. No, that's when it gets really sore.
Right. Okay.
Well, it does get hard because it dries up the glue very hard, but it hurts like hell.
I'm going to start working on this project. It's just I keep making mistakes, and I'm not really tuned in.
Is there anything else you can work on?
There's a few things I'm waiting on in particular. Like I'm on some W1s for this thing.
Oh, right.
I've got 2 of these right now. I've also got. Well, actually, I tell you what I'm doing right now. I'm making felt roofs for them. Well, not felt roofs. Basically, what some modelers tend to do to give roofs a bit of a texture, they put tissue paper on the top.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Method. That's good.
That's what I'm trying for this one.
All right.
So I'll just clean this mess up.
No worries.
Okay, sorry guys. That was kind of a failed attempt.
No, it's okay, mate. It's all right. Get back to it when you.
Want to come watch me make a mess.
You want to see people make that starting again.
Come to Modeler's Corner.
Want to see people make mess? Come to Modeler's Corner. It's where it all happens, folks.
That's our catchphrase then. Any thoughts on James's new voice? I've not heard it.
Oh, it's I think it means like James's voice. James's voice. The TV. I think it's all right, really. I don't mind it.
Is this the UK or the US version? Because I've got obviously no idea which. I've not watched any of the new series yet, so I don't know what's going on.
I think Rob Rockshaw does James's voice. I think it's like he's US. He's US. I don't know if he does the UK voice as well now, but
he's not the same voice actor from Adventure Begins.
No, that was Keith Wickham.
Oh, okay, right, I got you. He was also Cornel in Watch My Chops, wasn't
he? Yeah, Keith Wickham. Yeah, he played Cornel. But yeah, Rob Rockshaw, he did like Bob the Builder and stuff like that. Like he played Spud.
Oh, I can see that actually. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got so much enough to clear up. Right, so I'm going to put these bits away from now and work it again. That was a pro attempt, but yeah. Let's see what else I can do. Okay, so what I'm doing here what I've gotten so far is I've put the felt on the top, and I've got to somehow wrap it around the bottom.
Uh,
And then once I got it just right, it should be able to fit nice and snug on the top. But I'm going to wait till I've painted it before I can actually glue the lids together. But the hope is to make it look obviously tight as possible.
Oh my.
Goodness gracious me.
Goodness gracious me.
Oi, it's not very quiet.
That's it? Oh dear.
I like Keith Wickham, but he makes James sound a bit whiny. I think Keith Wickham does too many voices. Personally.
Yeah, because again, in The Adventure Begins, like I was actually kind of wondering, like, you know, which character is he playing now? Who's on screen now? Is it Edward or Gordon or fucking Controller?
Yeah, his Fat Controller is my favorite, I think.
Yeah, I like this Fat Controller.
You can actually differentiate between, because Edward and James and Percy, I might add, do sound very similar. Right, so just.
We're just making this up as we go along here, so.
Have you seen the Sonic film yet, Mike?
No, I've been really mean to. I just never got a chance to see it. I really want to see it, though. I really, really want to see it.
Can't you just sort of like sneak out? I mean, the cinemas are still open. They just advise you not to go, but they still. It's.
I'll wait till it comes out on DVD. Okay. But from what I heard from people saying, like, you know, it looks pretty good.
It's okay. I liked it. I really liked it. I'm very glad they changed that. They did the redesign.
Yeah, the redesign is really much better. Plus, like, even with the first trailer, I still would have gone to see it just for the sake of seeing Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, I was thinking.
Sorry, just thinking about, like, was it you and me that we were in a call one time and we started quoting Jim Carrey from the film.
I think we did, yeah.
About the latte thing.
Yeah. Of course not. Of course I want a latte.
I like them. You make them.
Okay, you win. I love the way you make them.
Oh, mate, come on. I'm sorry.
Apparently that was improv.
Sorry, I shouted. Did I scare you? Oh, poor line.
Apparently that was improv on the actual film.
What was it? Improv?
Yeah.
Jeez. Improv for the win.
I think it was based on something he said to his actual. But I think he said it very calmly. It's something he said to his actual agent. You know, his actual his PA.
Yeah.
It's like, I love the way you make them.
Instead, you just have Rebellion just yell at him. Of course, I want a latte. I love the way you make them.
Do you have a child in that bag? Yeah. Well, yeah. No, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine.
Okay.
That's the original one. I'll say what though. I mean, I did watch the film, and it was weird watching the bits where the original CGI was.
Don't tell me where, because again, you know, spoiler.
No, what I was saying was the bits where basically from the first trailer.
Yeah.
You can still watch the bits where you can see where it used to be. Now it's like the new rendition. It's weird, but
right.
I still can't believe they did though. I still can't believe they actually listened to the fans and actually changed it.
Well, sure. Even the creator of Sonic didn't like the old design, as far as I know.
I mean, Jim Carrey was okay with it, and he actually argued that about being original and creativity and things. But
Yeah.
I think it made the film so much better. Personally, like there's so many good things about it that would have been ignored if because everyone would have just been hitting on the redesign. Because I mean, I could watch it and I could actually relate to the character again. Like, I felt like you could relate to.
Yeah. What was your first ever experience with Sonic? Just throwing it out there.
Sonic Racing.
Sonic Racing. Oh, I had that game. It was actually one of my favorite games.
I know. I mean, everyone hates this so much, but actually, it was actually one of the funnest games that ever came out. I
liked it. Plus, the music. I actually like the music in it as well. I don't care what people say about Can You Feel This? Can You Feel the Sunshine? I like it.
So, can you feel the sunshine? Does the sun come out your bottom?
What?
That's what
people say. That's not where it shines.
That's what I said to a girl once when she was like, wasn't very nice.
Right.
So politely I said, does the sun come out your bottom? Is it to indicate, that how happy you are, sort of thing?
Right.
Like, you must be a very miserable human being, but yeah.
Obviously, if you saying stuff like that.
Does the sun shine out your bottom? Sorry.
Max's Railway, what film is this here? We're talking about the Sonic the Hedgehog film. That came out recently. Tom's seen it, I haven't yet, so.
My first is Sonic Mega Drive. Yeah, that's the thing. Most people, because I grew up with Sonic CD and Sonic Racing. I've never played
Sonic CD actually.
It's my favorite game personally.
Mind you, even though I've never played a game, I've actually used the Sonic Boom song in most of my old Workbench videos.
It's the best song ever written.
It is.
There's no circumstance you can handle
when you lose your mind.
I really wish they did a rendition and just remade it for the film, but that would have been amazing,
Yeah.
Or if there was more rock music and things, but
Now, mind you, I do remember it in you ever watch Sonic, like the TV series Sonic Boom?
Yeah, I didn't really get into that, to be honest.
Oh. But they actually did a scene in it though, where they actually pay homage to Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where like the music and stuff. I think I can't remember whether it was a
penis.
No, they actually do say that. He does say that in one of the episodes. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog snooping as usual. I see. He does say that. He says that in one of the episodes.
Oh.
But like, there's a scene in there where in one of the episodes where Sonic's finding a robot and they actually play music that's similar to the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog theme song.
Yeah, what I was trying to say earlier was basically because the first time I heard of like Green Hill Zone and things like that was this game called Sonic Mega Collection.
Oh yes, yeah, I had that game.
And I never fully understood why everyone likes Green Hill Zone so much, because I just thought I don't get the popularity of it. Really?
I think it's just because it's just like one of the first songs that has a good chin to it, really.
Like doesn't really mean much to me, to be honest.
Okay. I
don't get why. I just because it's the most iconic theme in Sonic, but yeah, I just think it's not a big deal. So you guys can shoot me down in flames if you want, but okay.
Pitchforks at the ready, folks.
Who will take over from Modeler's Corner? Who will take up the mantle of Blue Pioneer? That's one thing. I've never seen the Blue Pioneer, the loco I based the name on. So I based it off. There's a locomotive called Pioneer on the Moores Valley Railway. And it's painted blue. That's where I got the name from. But I've never seen it.
I was actually wondering why do you call yourself the Blue Pioneer? I never wondered.
I just, to be honest, like, I mean, there's no real sort of reference behind it. I just thought the name was quite cool and just used that. Also, because I was a Sonic fan, so I guess it kind of worked both ways. Sonic Blue fan and Sonic the Hedgehog kind of thing. But yeah, I think people still think whenever they see Blue Pioneer, they think, oh, he's a pioneer in something. What have you done?
That's what I was saying as well. What have you done?
Oh,
What did you do to receive the title?
yeah, well, I drove a steam train in Poland. I can say that, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's about it.
Has anyone seen a film called Blinded by the Light? It's a film about it's an indie type film. It's about a kid who falls in love with the music of Bruce Springsteen, and one particular SIF member is in it as an extra, but he's in it quite a lot. And can you guess who that SIF member is?
Chris Ian Green.
Yeah. Oh, surely. Okay, I guess the game's over.
Well, to be honest, I didn't know Chris was actually did extras and stuff like that. I didn't know he did that sort of thing.
Well, he's in Black Mirror.
Was he?
Well, he was on the set. You can't really see him, but he was on the set of the. Do you know the latest one? Where have you seen the latest one?
No.
Oh, it's basically about a guy who's kidnapped. A guy who works for a company. He's in touch with the founder.
All right.
I need to contact Billy Fowl. If you don't contact Billy Fowl, I'll shoot his head off. Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, was that? Sorry, were you quoting there for a second?
Yeah, I was quoting. Did you know what I said? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were figuring out something. I was like, what's wrong?
No, I was saying,
sorry.
I've got a hostage, and if I don't speak to Billy Farrell, I will shoot him. Yeah, he's done quite a bit, Chris Ian Green.
But he was in Bohemian Rhapsody apparently. He was in the scene where Freddie Mercury throws a party and out there. He was one of the guests.
Max Mortero production. Oh, you mean that loco that was the inspiration for Fergus? No. No, not. You mean Fergus? No. It's just a. I think it's a 10.25-inch railway or 7.25. It's called Moores Valley Railway, and it's got a little blue loco called Pioneer. I just mixed it. I just put the two together. So where's White House? Obviously, White's your surname, but
yeah,
White House is in the White House.
No, it's a different White House altogether.
Okay.
I really love that joke actually. That
you're filmmaking for the White House.
No, it's a different White House altogether. I actually thought at first afterwards, like after I recorded that, I thought to myself, like, does that count as a Trump joke? I don't know. I think like in one version I was going to say, no, it's for a better it's for a better White House, a better operational White House.
Yeah, it's the one that doesn't kill people.
It's the one where the person running it knows what he's doing.
Yeah. It's the one who doesn't.
It's the one where the person who operates it is the one that people like.
It's the one who tans naturally.
Well, I don't know if I tan that much, but like,
Exactly. Because you don't need that much fake tan. I'm sorry, but who?
I do remember. I do remember one time I did put on some fake tan by accident. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was moisturizer.
Oh dear.
I thought it was moisturizer, and then a couple of hours later, I literally got this big massive tan thing on my hands. I was like, "What the heck's happened to my hands?"
How long did we have it on for?
Oh, I don't know.
As in, how long before it faded away eventually?
Oh, I'd say probably maybe a few days.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Why?
Well, the idea is it's supposed to last like months,
or
weeks, or depends on how thick the tan is.
All right. See, the thing is that this took place during the winter. People wondering, how the hell did you get a tan in winter?
Yeah. Oh, they got to get a fake. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It looks stupid, I think. But
yeah.
what's wrong with the natural look?
It takes too long. Do you know? I actually do remember there used to be this thing that used to happen that people used to do years ago when they get tans, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It was to do with people used to do this. It's on holiday out there. They used to get sticking plasters, like plasters from first aid boxes, and
Yeah.
they used to put them on their backs, and they would get their friends to spell a message using the plasters.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it'd be like the natural growing tattoo. I think it'd fade out at some stage, like it went away. So
I'm not so sure now.
right, I think I buggered up this bit here now. How am I going to remove this?
Well, that's not just me buggering up. Woo!
Oh,
As usual. Woo! Your Futurama.
yeah. It's the one where Bender turns human, isn't it? And then
No, it's one where what's it? Fry loses his nose or something. And
I thought you meant the one where like Bender becomes human and he dies, and then when they realize that Bender has died, like they didn't realize this until after like they examined his body more carefully. He's like, oh wait, but how did he reply? Oh, that was just gas waving. That was just the gas coming out of his lungs from his big mass. And as the wheel Bender's corpse away, Bender just constantly goes woo woo woo.
no, there's one episode where it's the one where Fry loses his nose because it's like it's apparently called the human horn,
right?
And he goes to go buy it back. He tries to buy his nose back, and then he sort of finds out. I forgot his name. What's his name? I forgot the character's name, but Bender decides when they get the nose back. Bender's like, "Hey, listen, out of interest, why'd you go for a nose instead of the wind down noodle?" Oh, I thought the human horn was the human's wind down noodle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no, sir. The wind down noodle's like downstairs next to the wallet. And then the king gets the idea. Right, guards, seize Fry. Prepare to harvest the lower horn. Okay, you can have my nose. And then Bender's like, woo! Oh yeah, sorry, out of context again.
That's all right. So that's how it goes on, right? Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So how the heck?
Okay, Max is going off, right? See him.
Take care, Max. All the best. Thank you for choosing Modeler's Corner.
Mm-hmm. You get some logos made for it. One thing that's a bit confusing though, because when people who from the outside who see Modeler's Corner, and then you find out all the guys just making Thomas Tank stuff.
Don't know.
So I just wondered, because it's kind of Modeler's Corner is quite a generic name.
Well, it was just something I made up on the spot, really.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I just meant, but if you think of it, they'll probably think, why is everyone making Thomas Tank stuff? That's the only thing I'm thinking about. Apart from that, I'm happy with it. I mean, this wagon, these houses could be classed as non-Thomas stuff, maybe.
I mean, just because a vent van appeared in Thomas doesn't mean it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
All right.
Down. Stupid.
Well, I'm not so sure about this now, but hopefully, maybe when it's painted, it might feel differently about it. But I don't know. It just looks like it's wrapped up in it looks like it's wrapped up in felt rather than.
Isn't that the point? If it's a felt roof.
I guess.
That's the name.
I guess, yeah. Sorry. I know. I think I'm just a bit kind of like, I worry about it looking nice in order to make it look. I quite like that plastic look. Let's put it that way. Oops. Something's fallen off. Anyway. If you're on the next stream, would anyone see it or watch it again? or build a Gundam kit? I would like to see your warship.
Yeah, I'd like to see the warship again because I mean, the last time you had it on, like, yeah, the camera was very pixely though, but what we saw like was actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Because what is Gundam? I remember there's a show, there's an anime. Is it Gundam Wing?
I don't know.
Oh.
See, I need to get back into anime again. I mean, yeah, I do watch. I watched Mysterious Things Gold because it's an anime, but I need to watch something else apart from that.
My favorite was Full Metal Alchemist.
I mean, what was the one I saw the other day? Not the other day, last year. I quite liked.
Quite a big gap.
What?
What else did the other day? Oh no, last year.
Yeah, but truthfully, like last year, I did watch this one anime which I quite liked. It was Full Metal Panic.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was quite good.
There's a lot of anime on Netflix now, which is quite surprising.
Yeah, in fact, I'm glad there's actually ones I actually really do want to see, like Kiki's Delivery Service, because I heard there was really good reviews about that. Spirited Away, I definitely have to go around to seeing that because that looks amazing.
Did you ever watch Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z?
I watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Z. Actually, I watched a little bit. I watched some of the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
I thought it was quite nice. I thought it was quite good. Quite funny in one part where what was the one I was laughing at? Right, forget my language, guys here. But this is what actually did happen in the actual anime. So it happens when Goku is just like he's young Goku. Goku's only like a young kid. And he's traveling around with Bulma, and he wakes up one morning there, and he's just like, "Oh, okay, I'm awake now, Bulma," and Bulma's still asleep. And he's like, "Oh, okay," and he's never seen a girl before, and he takes very interest. He's just curious now. You know what I'm talking about, yeah. But he wants to check if is she a girl or a boy, and you know what he does that there. He looks down, and he screams. Wait, this wakes Bulma up, and she's like, what's wrong, Goku? Your balls are gone. What? Oh no! And she goes over to the table with the Dragon Balls. She's like, oh no, they're here, they're right here. And she's like, no, that's not what I meant.
So corny as well. I was like,
how do they get away with that on a kids show?
They shouldn't have done. I'll be honest.
It's still funny. It's even funnier later on when they meet Master Roshi.
Do you know it was funny, but wasn't trying to. I didn't find it was funny, but yeah.
I thought it was just hilarious. Like it was like it was just Master Roshi's expression, like afterwards, like because I actually looked up the original Japanese dub as well. When basically Bulma asks Master Roshi for the Dragon Ball, and he says, "Oh well." Of course, being Master Roshi, being a pervert character, he just says, "Oh, if you show me your underwear, I'll give it to you." And she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this." She does. She lets the skirt off. She's not realizing that Goku had already taken them off later on in the episode. And flip side, Master Roshi literally like freaks out. He's like, oh my god, oh! He just doesn't know what's happening.
Well, what's really annoys me is just the fact that it's just like, yeah, I know. So I'm probably being biased, but I just don't find Dragon Ball funny.
Okay, no worries.
I just find it quite.
If you want to watch a funny version of Dragon Ball, watch the abridged version because that is brilliant. That is very well written. It's a very good adaptation. It's very, very funny. Vegeta has the best lines in the thing. It's really good.
I think I've seen some of it. Yeah, just
there's like one scene in that which was you know the famous like it's over 9,000.
Oh thing.
Yeah, they reference that. They reference that scene to which point Nappa just goes like Vegeta, what does this guy say about his power level? It's 1006. Well, really? Yeah. What? Really? Yeah. It's like, well, really? Yeah. Go kick his ass, remember? Yay! And he kicks. Nappa runs over to Goku and starts beating up, but Goku just beats the living crap out of him. To which point he just goes like, wait, something's not right here. Checks the scale again and goes like, wait, Nappa! Nappa's broken body just lands in front of me and goes like, what? I had the scatter upside down. It's over 9,000. Yeah.
Oh,
So, it's just his reaction. He's like, he just goes, I had to scatter upside down. It's over 9,000. It doesn't great. Just like, damn. But then when they realize they accidentally killed Piccolo during that fight as well, that they couldn't get the Dragon Balls, he's just like, well, if Piccolo's dead, then the Dragon Balls don't work. Oh, and I totally killed that guy. But never mind. Still, Vegeta. At least we had some fun getting here. Remember that, Vegeta? About the time we went to that bug planet? Remember that, Vegeta? Vegeta. Nappa just constantly says his name, to which point Vegeta just literally throws him up the air and kills him.
That's in the actual show.
Actually, apparently, Vegeta kills Nappa because Vegeta is now like frail. He has no purpose if he's broken. So yeah, Vegeta just finds him more better off dead.
Yeah, which is
even when Nappa came back to life again, like Vegeta just says, like, nope, you're staying dead. He just kills him again.
I remember that. Unless you want to be killed by me again. Yeah, I just
But yeah, like sorry, in the abridged version, Nappa does come back from the dead, but he rings Vegeta. He calls Vegeta, but it's like a whole new like fan made animation that they did for this abridged thing. So they have Nappa wearing sunglasses and he's in a 3-piece suit. And he just comes up saying like, hi, don't ask where I got this number. I've got people. What is this here? And he tells them what happened, and he says like, so I'm back from the dead. Nappa is back, baby. Yeah. And he says like, it's like, so what do you do? He said, well, what are you doing now? Oh, I'm in Hollywood now. I'm a producer. What, are they making a live adaptation of Mr. Clean? Tell me who writes your material, because I want to include that. But like he appeared every now and again. It turns out he's actually Mr. Satan's manager.
Oh yeah.
Which is quite funny.
Very random as well.
Yeah, it's actually pretty random. In fact, Mr. Satan in the abridged thing is actually quite funny as well. But I actually heard the other day that they're not going to make any more of this abridged series because I've forgotten why, but I think it was because of issues with the copyright and stuff like that. But they didn't want to stop it though, but they just felt they had to, and they were like very, very upset about the whole thing. So the last episode was basically like the proper abridged thing. It was basically when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2. That was basically when he defeats Gohan defeats Cell. That was like the last episode, and it's very good. It's very good, like beautifully executed.
Oh, do you mean the Bridge series?
The abridged series, yeah. Like when the last episode is really good, worth watching.
Oh, okay. So I'm just concentrating on that. Yeah. I mean, it was a good show. I mean, just a bit random, but didn't really, how can I say about it? Nail. I saw a bird. It was pretty. Kick it ass.
Oh,
kick it ass.
No. What is it, Master Girl? I saw a bird. It was pretty. Kick its ass.
Sorry.
Mr. Popo is really funny in the Brood series as well. Actually, he's quite a funny character.
Yeah. Okay.
He's portrayed more like very sinister, like a very dark lord figure.
Where can you watch it? It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube actually. Yeah, there's actually one scene there where he's like heavily on LSD, and he said Mr. Popo's like heavily on LSD, and he's constantly going like, all these squares make a circle, all these squares make a circle, all these squares make. And he turns around to Kami. He says, "Kami, tell me I can leave the lookout point at any time, Mr. Popo. You can leave the lookout at any time. Bitch, don't tell me what to do." All these squares make a circle. Oh, it's confused after that.
Oh, Kami.
Oh,
such a weird character, Mr. Popo.
Oh, he is, but like
he's based off a gollywog, isn't he?
No.
You don't think he looks a bit like one?
I think it's basically like their ways of like anime had a weird way of like portraying people of that skin with that skin.
Because I know that some of the characters in Dragon Ball Z were named after vegetables.
Really?
Like Raditz, Vegeta.
That's radish.
Yeah, Raditz, Vegeta, vegetable.
Okay. Okay.
And what's Piccolo? You know, Piccolilli.
No, piccolo is basically a flute, an instrument. They even acknowledge that, like for somebody who's named after a wind instrument.
Okay, I thought it was all vegetables.
No.
Frieza, as in
Frieza. I actually find it funny. Like Frieza's brother is actually in the series is called Cooler. I just find that pretty funny.
I'm cooler than you. That's why I'm not in the series. But that franchise has been like. I'm not actually watching the new stuff yet, but
yeah,
now so I don't get it. Like Goku can go Super Saiyan, but now he's got like blue hair in the new episodes.
Yeah, there's like different. I think there's like different stages of like Super Saiyan.
How can you just be okay.
It's like the more levels, like you can get the more powerful, like
Yeah, I just feel a bit like how much more can you go? But,
I have no idea.
Then at one point he's red and he's
So there's even one time where both he and Vegeta actually merged together to become a whole different person.
Oh yeah, Vegito.
Vegeta.
And their father King Cold. Yes, remember him?
Oh, King Cold.
It's cool. He was like,
I actually am going to see it some stage here. I know I've done like a written version of this here, but of my reviews. But actually, I'm going to try and do like at some stage do a video review of Cities of Gold because it's just I don't know. I just can't stop talking about this series.
What's it called? Oh, that anime series.
Yeah, Mysterious Cities of Gold, the series I constantly talk about, like on Twitter all the time. I must apologize to everybody at home. Like, I mean, I'm sorry I constantly talk about that series, but I love it.
Apology not accepted because you don't stop. So
what?
Apology not accepted because you don't stop. So
Because wait, hang on a second. I'm not obsessed with it. Hold on a sec.
Oh dear. What's he doing?
I'm not obsessed with it. I've actually still got a sealed copy of the DVD box set, and also the French soundtrack on LP. So I absolutely love. I just found this, and I found the LP in HMV. Literally, when I wasn't looking for it, I literally just looked around. I thought, like, let's see what the LPs are, and I literally just found it. I was like, oh my god,
you have to have it. I must have it.
Because it was during the time when I was looking for Series 2 of on DVD because I was like, I don't want to go into details how long that took, but it was. I just looked around in the videos in the DVD section to see did they ever have that there? And I was like, no, but never mind. So when I was there with a friend of mine there, so we went up there. We were in the music section. And I was looking around the LPs, and I was thinking about maybe was there anything you might see by getting or something. And then I just saw the LP, and I was like, oh my god, must have it.
It's mine.
It's mine. Nobody else's. It's like what do you call that weird character from Courage the Cowardly Dog with Dr. Gerbil? It's my land. Nobody else's land. It's my land. Did you remember him? He had the suction cup. He had suction cups for legs and feet.
That impression.
It's my land. Not your land. It's my land. That's your pal over there.
Oh, God, my phone's it's mad.
It's mad.
She's mine.
Just holding up these. There's a whole pile of like lint from the vacuum cleaner. It's my lint, not yours.
Right. Right. Super gluing.
Don't get on you this time.
I've already got. It's too late.
Oh.
My skin's gonna rot at some point. So yeah, we recently had some figurines sent off to a friend of mine from my friend Claire, who did the figurines for me last year. She did a Fat Controller, a Mr. Conductor, etc. etc. She's now got a whole bunch of them. So I don't want to give too much away, but one of them's going to be Lady Hat.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. The fur blue coat. It's quite weird because Claire's someone I knew from uni, and now she's doing like Warhammer painting. So it was kind of strange when I first because I kept thinking, she posted a lot of pictures of her Warhammer, and I thought I really love the way she paints, because I always felt like people who did Warhammer always put more into their painting and figurines.
Yeah,
if they'd say, I felt like they did more than because I find with railway modelers they just do the basics. If it makes sense. They just put blobs of paint on them on the figurines, but they put more attention on the engines.
Yeah.
So I said to her, I got some. So I'm doing these figurines for a sort of Thomas the Tank diorama, and I was wondering, would you be interested in painting some for me? And of course, the first one she showed me was the Mr. Conductor one, and I was just blown away.
Wow.
And it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. I'm so glad I got someone else to do that for me.
Nice.
So it's always so the way I see it is like, if there's something you can't do, you feel like you're biting off more than you can chew, and you'd rather take it to a professional on something in particular, then don't be afraid to ask.
Aye.
And because I don't regret that at all. I feel like it's one, in terms of my whole modelling thing, I think it's one of the best things I've ever done. Just because they came out better than I hoped they would. And I'm so glad it wasn't me doing it. I feel like with me, I haven't got the patience, and she puts so much into them. I want to be able to master that. I think.
Hello. How are you? You alright?
The dog's still there.
Of course, the dog's still here. Yeah, May, come right here. See, here she is. Come on, up you get.
Sorry, I'm stream. Woof woof.
Hello. 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 You being a good girl? Hello. Yes.
You know what's the best laboratory?
Oh, I love that one. Yeah, I love that.
It's an episode where the dog.
The dog talks. Yeah.
Like, feel for me. Feel for me.
For me. Yes.
Like, it's from found you. It talks like he's all really excited. It talks like a dog and everything. And
hey, I'm a dog. I can talk to you. I can talk to you as well.
Yeah. The owner turns out they're exactly the same.
Oh my god, it's my dog. Oh my god, it's my owner. It's my I found you. Should we go forward? Should we go forward? Let's go for a walk. Whoa. It just ends.
That's funny as hell. That's one great way to end it.
Yeah. I like the one where the episode where Dexter finds this homeless guy, and he just has all these like different bits of gadgets stuck to his head.
Oh yeah.
And he thinks he's an alien.
He makes out like he's a genius or something.
Yeah.
My favorite one is there's so many because it's one of my favorite shows of all time when I was a kid.
What about the one? What about the one with it's meant to be based off Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but then like the Wonka guy is actually basically like Stephen Hawking.
That's Professor Huck. Really? Remember that one?
Yeah.
Like your brain. It's
got a good song, actually.
I love, yeah. Something I don't really get nowadays, I think.
Oh yeah, what was I heard the last week that's coming back? Batman the Animated Series. The people who made it in the 90s, they're going to revive it again.
What remake it?
Yeah, they're gonna bring it back.
I'll do another version with the same style animation.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
Hmm.
I mean, they've done quite a few films recently. There was one called Batman and Harley Quinn.
Yes, I do remember that. I remember watching that. It's actually quite. It's quite good though. I mean, there's a scene where oh, I forgot his name now.
Kevin Conroy.
Paul something.
Oh,
He plays Pinky in Pinky the Brain.
oh yeah.
Paul something. I can't fuck his name.
Oh,
but somebody in the comments tell me his name. Like, was it Paul? It's Paul something.
Yeah.
But
what are we gonna do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Right. He's also wasn't he? He also played Sleet in Sonic Underground.
I don't know. I think he did. Maurice LaMarche.
He's also he's done quite a bit. He's also, do you remember that episode of Monkey?
Monkey.
And there's an episode where Monkey meets this human version of him.
Yes, yeah, I do remember that one. Yeah.
Hello, take your shoes off. Stay a while. If you don't like the food, perhaps my chefs can make a banana split.
A banana split.
Banana split.
Rob Paulson, that's his name.
Rob Paulson. Oh no, that's the. Is it Rob? No, that's the guy who did Pinky.
Yeah, that's it. That's who I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like in the Batman and Harley Quinn film, Rob Paulson plays the twins who are Two-Face's henchmen.
Oh, okay.
And there's a scene of there where they sing a duet, and I thought it was quite good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was actually amazed how many adult references there were in that film compared to like the comedy as well.
Yeah. There's even one scene as well where like Harley tells Batman to pull over, saying like, can we pull over? I got to use the bathroom. No, we're wasting far too much time already. Harley just like spends most of the time farting in the backseat of the car, and like, please, for God's sake, Batman, stop the car. No, hold it in. It's for justice. And then even he can't take it on. He's like, oh, for God's sake, right? Okay, just stop the car.
Yeah. All right, point taken. Oh, I love Kevin Conroy's Batman. I mean, the original Robin came back as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's Nighthawk now, isn't he?
Yeah, Nighthawk.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's funny, like, when people change and become different people, they don't really leave. The relationship changes, but
because they're still like
it's Dick Grayson, obviously, but
yeah,
it's a different incarnation. It's in a different part of his life now.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually do remember whilst we were on the Isle of Man, I brought along Mask of the Phantasm, and we were watching that.
That was I love that. That's my favorite Batman movie, I think.
Is it? Oh, I'm glad I'm not alone.
Oh, because there was the just the whole I mean, you even surprised me, like the whole. It looks like Batman, but
yeah. Well, basically they said like it's meant to look like the Ghost of Christmas Future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really nice, touching, romantic story as well.
Plus, it was also a very good mystery as well, a mystery story, because that's something we don't often see in Batman, a proper mystery.
And apparently, because what's the show called? The Egbert and
Roger Ebert and
that's it. Ebert and
Solomon?
Ebert and Salt. Yeah. They gave it a really good review, and normally,
they said they wish they saw it sooner, and it was like they did a review sooner because it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's just so it just goes to show that not all animated films are just really meant for kids. It was actually it proved to be quite successful. With in more ways than one.
Yeah. Let's see what else is I'm getting there with the bus here. It's just I'm still trying to work my way through it here. It's just like, oh, what way does this go now? It's like so complex.
Ben said I found the thing. Is that from the
That's from the Dexter's Laboratory, I think.
I thought so, yeah.
I found the thing.
Yeah, found the thing.
Found the thing. It's a thing.
Thing.
What? Yes, but what is it? It's a thing. I found a thing. Yes.
So he's the thing is the point. What made him actually do that in the first place? The fact he kept saying, he kept barking at it, but all he's actually saying, and then he eventually gets him to speak English. And when they go back to it and figure out, I found the thing. No, it's just a thing. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. Like, oh, is that it? Well, that technology wasted just to get you to say it's the thing.
What was the one I liked about which was Dexter wanted to have superpowers. I thought it was quite good.
Oh, what was that one?
It's this one where he tries to pull a Spider-Man stunt where he makes a spider radioactive and he tries to coax it to bite him. And it's just this one scene. Like the first time around, he zaps the spider and he just goes like, okay, come on, bite me, and the spider just runs away. Dexter's like was at first scared of he's scared of the bite. He's like, come on, bite me. And the next minute the spider runs away and he's like, hey, come back here, you! Hey! Yeah. It's like he's just ticked off and the spider the spider's just running away, scared, going, no, I don't want to go. And then he just runs away in a hole and Dexter's like, okay, let's try again. So he tries it again this time, and he pokes the spider. The spider bites him, and he just goes, "Yeah, success! Ow!" It's always point that turns into the spider.
You seen the one where he's I think I've seen that one. You seen the one where he's a pig?
Oh yes, that was a weird one.
He was basically given a test, and he was like, "I'm average." So then he's like, "In that case, I'm going to become an average person. So I need to find some average clothes." And he looks in his wardrobe, all he finds is lab coat. So then he looks in the back to his very first, to any normal clothes he's got, and it's just like this. They're like, I found it. My first suit for my lab was invented. It's like this baby outfit.
Yes.
And he's got the nickname Piglet.
Oh.
Right, I think that's one. I think that's both roofs finished. I mean, it kind of builds up in the edges and looks a bit kind of like. I think I need to see some more examples of real life just to kind of just sort of reassure me a little bit. But
yeah,
for my first attempt, it's okay. It's not bad. But it makes me wonder: should I apply this to all the roofs for my wagons? But hey, how it's a bit late now. Let's see how many people watching. We've got 13 people watching.
Wow. I actually often used to think like you just think randomly of this one saying that James May said in the reassembler. He just says, I don't know how many people are going to be watching this, but he says, I think the only person who's going to be more interested than the people watching is the person who's actually on it.
Yeah.
And then next minute, before we knew it, he had a second series commissioned.
That's insane. So make sure I get this right. Yeah, I'm happy with this one, but the other one's a bit bigger. Because if you look here,
yeah,
that's how it looks normally. That's one, but the other one's wider.
Right.
It looks more like it fills up the wagon, but I don't know. I think it just. I don't know. I think I'm just being just too cynical, but. Oh, sorry, because I've got two of them. Here we go. As soon as I get W irons, I'll finish them properly. See, any questions?
And now to fulfill what time's left.
Okay, so Max, although he's left, I think he asked you.
Came back on there.
Have you considered converting the 00 engines to DCC and include sound?
No. I mean, I'm still sticking with DC control, really.
I prefer DC, to be honest. I feel like it's more. I don't know what it is. It feels more.
Well, with DCC, really, I mean, yeah, there's less wiring to go to the tracks, but there's still a lot of wiring to go into the locomotives, and you have to cram so much stuff in. Like, if you want the loco to puff up smoke or make sounds, you have to have decoders for all these sort of things.
Yeah, I mean, I never really liked DCC sound, to be honest. I just feel like it's pointless. But
I'm still a big fan of the. Hang on a sec, I've got one here somewhere. Hold on.
At last, the first year school's come.
I'm still a big fan. I'm still a big fan of the the old when Hornby used to have the wee chuffing mechanism inside the tenders.
Oh yeah.
So when the train went along, I might take it off here for a sec.
Do that for a few projects. Just have just try and just stick a bit of is a bit of brass onto the.
Aye.
See, that sounds so much better. I think. That sounds a whole lot better than DCC sounds.
See, even May likes it as well, don't you, May? You like it? Look, watch this. Look. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, it's good.
I like how you and Tom Foster have similar looking dogs. You know, the white face.
Oh, I mean, we got May from the Dogs Trust. Actually, she was actually the last collie they had. Yeah, she was the last collie pup they had, and she was just a small little puppy, really, just a small little puppy. And the first thing that we all fell in love with her was her eyes, because she's got her left eye is let me see, right. Her left eye is actually a blue one. It's actually blue.
Oh yeah.
And her right eye is brown, like normal dogs' color. So we were gonna call her originally Bowie after David Bowie.
I was gonna say that's reference to David Bowie. You know, the right.
Hello. Yes. What you doing? You doing, pup? Yeah. You just having a good time? Having a good time? Yeah. Okay. Done. Okay. You just. Yeah, come around this side. Come around this side.
What time were you thinking of wrapping up? By the way,
we'll wrap out. We'll finish up at 10.
10 o'clock. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, May. I've got nothing in my hand. Oh,
Nice. Two-Face saying, "Do any of you plan to see the new Thomas props at Drayton Manor?"
Actually, I would like to see the prop. I'd like to see the Drayton Manor display, because it's been on my list for a while, really.
I've never been.
I've never been to Drayton Manor. I've never been to. Because I'm actually lucky to get out. Because I mean, the first time I went to the Tugs thing, I mean that was basically my own choice. I just, because my parents had already went on their holidays, and I was just left in the house on my own, just trying to think what to, because I was minding my grandmother.
Yeah,
she only got back from a holiday as well. So, but I was trying to think to myself. I was like, I really want to do something here. And I saw that there was tickets going spare for the Star Tugs thing, and I thought, you know what? I'm actually going to bite the bullet and just go for that. So I messaged up the team, and I says, look, is there any tickets left here? And they're like, yeah, we'll get you tickets sorted out. And yeah, that was me. Yeah. And it was the best weekend I ever had in my life. And I was like, I really want to do this again.
Oh.
So yeah, so every time I go to the Tugs thing, I'm literally experiencing the best experience of my life.
Oh, I felt like that when I had my first SIF meeting. It's weird. It's like, you know, it's the one time you feel like you're with people that you can actually, like, you haven't got a question. There's no question.
Yeah, because I mean, I do remember that during that Tugs weekend, I actually did. There were old SIF members there, like, of course, like, you know, Ryan, Chrissy, Green, and so forth. But then during the one of the evening events, there was one guy there, and I was thinking to myself, I know that voice from somewhere. Who is that? And it took me on for it went on for a while, and literally just hit me. I went, like, just randomly, like when he was standing next to me, I went, Churro! It's Churro! And he's like, Yes, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I was trying to remember who you were. I'm so sorry. It's like I know, we did, he did introduce me like by name out there, but I didn't know his username. Like I was like, where is this? I know this voice from somewhere. Who is it? And then like, just out of nowhere, I just went like, Churro, yes, yes,
Yeah, he's got a very high pitched voice.
yeah. So
he was one of the first people I met actually. Not actually met in person, but like the first people I actually spoke to.
all right.
In general, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. I just remember just talking to him. Yeah, that's basically it, really. Nice guy, but I've only met him once. I met him in Wales 2009.
All right.
And we've not really. I haven't seen him since, to be honest. So I don't know. I think we invited him to a few of the Togs events.
What was it? Do you remember that video you once posted where Gavin brings that hot sauce and you Christine Green and so forth take a double? Right, he did that on the Isle of Man trip.
Doug, Gav.
Yeah, Gav. Yeah, he brought that. Oh, yeah, I must point out as well here. We had like Doug made us like a spaghetti bolognese with a twist on it there on one of the evenings there, and it was he put Tabasco sauce in it.
Right. Okay.
Like a lot of hot sauce in it there, and he just says, "Oh, it's just having to pep it up a wee bit there, you know." And I was like, "Okay, no worries." So we take a mouthful of each of it there, and the first thing I went to my mind is like, first thing in my mind was like, "How much hot sauce did he put in this?" Just like half the. And the funny thing is, I think at one stage he went like, when he's eating, he's like, "Oh, there's no hot sauce in it. Can't taste it." I'm like, "Flip me."
It's like, what's trying to pop up? I reckon he must have had the worst of it. The worst. It must have all gone to the bottom or something.
Oh, I don't know, but it tasted. I mean, the thing tasted nice though. Not gonna lie, it tastes really nice though. But I thought, how much hot sauce did he put in? But anyway, Gavin brought some hot sauce with him, and he because I jokingly said to him, I said like, maybe someday here, like I'll try some of that hot sauce that you try and get the others to try at one stage. And he was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do that," and he does. And
God.
he tells me to get some out, take some out and try it. Take a finger, like dip a finger in and take a mouthful. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I just dip my finger in like that there. I take it, and Gavin just goes like, Gavin just says, "No, a proper one, Go on." And I was like, "Fine." Put it in my mouth. I'm like,
"Oh God, you should have done that."
No, the first thing I went was like, it's all right. And Gavin was like, "All right, but wait till it kicks in." It took a while, and I was like, "Wow."
You saw the video. You saw how
Oh, I saw how you reacted. You were like, "Oh!"
Yeah. I mean, well, no, I didn't. I wasn't like that. I was more like,
So you were
obviously coffee and everything. Just like I laugh it off, but
like I think Christine Green, like he just went like, "Ooh, ooh."
He just walked in like, oh, this doesn't affect me. Ooh.
he started doing like brief, like, I can't believe I'm using him as a
take my breath away.
He sounded like doing like weird impressions of Rolf Harris.
Oh,
just going like, ooh, ooh.
Well, to be fair, that's what we were actually doing that until we realised he was a child molester. So
yeah,
me and Dave used to do we would go. Then we found out. Obviously, it came out that he was.
Yeah, I did all that stuff.
He basically abused a couple of 12-year-old girls, and we were just like, yeah, we can't do it now.
Yeah, because it's just wrong.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I mean, they say this thing like separate the work from the artist, but that's what I'm still trying to like for example, I can't really watch a Kevin Spacey film nowadays knowing what he's done.
Oh, why?
And same with Michael Jackson, because I used to be a massive Michael Jackson fan, but now that obviously the truth's come out, is a bit. I feel like I can't watch it. People saying you should differentiate. You should enjoy the music despite what he's done. But I can't really. I feel like it's just wrong. Still, but maybe that will change eventually. But
no worries. But anyway, Yeah, we must try and see about arranging like a meetup because I think like even though we're talking on video cam and not there, but like we had to do like a proper meetup.
We've never met.
Well,
Fun fact: I've known Michael White since 2007.
yeah, since I joined Model Train Forum.
And we've never met in person.
Yeah, I mean, I've met other like people. I remember when I remember when me and Simon Martin first met.
Oh yeah,
like in person. It's quite funny because
oh,
I met him. I saw him. I can't say exactly where we were. It was like it was some event we were at, but afterwards, then I saw Simon was there, and I thought, oh, I might as well have a chat with him here because introduce myself. So I said, "Hi, Simon. My name is Michael White and so forth. You might not know me here, but you may have seen my work online. Just want to say it's a great pleasure to meet you and so forth." And Simon's face was like, "Right, okay. Right. Sorry, who are you? Just so I know who exactly you are." I'm like, "Oh, well, my name is Michael White, but you might know my username. I'm not sure. I'm not all that popular, but I go by the username of Whitehouse Films." He paused for a second, thought about it, slowly processed what he heard, and his face literally changed to that of a fangirl.
really?
Yeah, he went. He literally screamed. This even took me by surprise, and everybody else. He literally knelt down, like bowed, like as if he was doing as if he was meeting royalty. He was like, "Sir, it's an honor to meet you." And I'm like, "Well, okay, this is not what I expected."
I like Sam. He's a lovely guy.
No, it sounds good.
He helped me with some research for uni on a project a couple of years ago. Basically, I was doing this project about self-publishing, and he was able to kind of give me his able to answer some questions about it. So,
okay,
thank you for that. Yeah, I can't remember. I think the first time I met him was the MTF meets at Worley.
All right.
And you get that feeling where when you meet someone Sif for the first time, you get that feeling of almost starstruck because you kind of recognize them from the pictures and from video, but
it's like you're meeting them in real life. It's like a whole different.
I do remember.
Really.
I do remember he bought a pug.
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah,
like not the dog. I mean, when I say pug, I mean like the little Lancashire and Yorkshire.
Yeah,
and he was sort of like he was holding his hand. He was like, "Guess how much this cost?" And we were just guessing. I think it was like £2 or something.
Wow.
And if anybody remembers the early days of MTF, I think he painted up looked like Percy or something.
Oh, right.
So it was kind of the Percy of the BRWS in a way.
All right.
I thought it was actually quite cool. And yeah. Yeah, no, I miss it. I mean, it's a shame we don't hang out or anything nowadays, but
yeah. Well, I mean, the last time I spoke to Simon, actually, I know this is just a bit more like some behind the scenes stuff info from Brass Sciences, but I actually, the last one of the last previous modelers corners, I had Max Davis was helping me with. He made some model buildings for Brass Engines. Do you remember that? Yeah. So Simon actually said to me, he said to me that he wants to do a model collab with me. It's for such a long time. He really wants to do one. So I messaged. So whilst I was in process of doing Brass Engines, I actually thought, you know what, this might be something Simon could probably work on here. So I messaged him. I says, hey, I need some help here. I need some model buildings to be made for my film project. Would you be interested on making some buildings for me? And he's like, yeah, of course, definitely. I'm like, okay.
wow.
so I said to him, I says, well, look, how much? I'm going to send you some. I'm going to send you some scale scenes kits here because I want to see about incorporating these and try and use them because at this time, my budget was very.
Yeah,
because I was trying to work out my budget alright. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did spend quite a lot on Brass Engines. It's actually it's nearly bankrupt me really. So
yeah.
you won't believe like how much is going into this shit. But anyway, yeah. So I said to Simon, I says, look, how much do you want here for the building for for this commission? And he's like, oh no, I won't. I don't want to charge you. And I was like, really? He's like, sure, I have to pay you back for something. I was like, no, we'll show you.
Oh, that's very sweet of him.
Yeah. So
I like how you asked him if he wanted any money for the props, and you didn't ask me. Would you like any money for being in?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the offer.
But what was it? Yeah, so when I messaged him back, I says to him like, I says, how are you finding the kits then? He says, oh, I'm not using them. I'm not building those kits. I'm like, well, what are you using for those? He says, oh, I'm scratch building them. What? Yeah, I'm scratch building them. I was like, flip me. He was like, that's so different. I says, well, what are you using? He says, oh, I'm using plastic card, but I'm using the kits as a guide, like to make up the parts. I'm like, wow, he's taking us to a new level.
I think that's good for him. Yeah.
So like he hasn't, as far the last update I heard from him, it was like he still has to send me like the photographs of how they look so far. But he says that they're now at the stage like they're kind of near ready for painting, but he needs to know exactly what colors I'm going to paint them in. So I have to actually see what he's done so far before I can tell him like what I'm using.
I can't remember. I don't think I've seen any of his building projects, but is he? How's he do? Does he weather them? Does he? I
don't know really, because again, like this is something I need to actually see what see from the results, like what it's all like. So
is it a case of you just asked him to make some buildings, but actually seeing what buildings you can do? Or
well, I think he did like his Copley Hill shed. I think that was scratch built, and then he did the carriage works.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a good one.
Yeah. So
we should have everyone here sometime.
Sorry?
We need to have everyone here.
Yeah, well, it's just like I don't know what his availability is like. I mean, I might ask him actually. I'll ask him. In fact, actually, Simon, if you're watching the stream here, would you like to be on Modeler's Corner? If so, send a reply. Send me a message on Twitter, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Send us a sign.
Give us a sign. Give us a sign. But not a signed copy of the book, because you've already done that.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. See, when we first met, like the first thing after Simon did his whole royalty routine thing, which I'm still surprised he did that, like literally. But the first thing he said to me was, have you got a copy of my book? And I was like, no, not yet. We haven't seen it in the bookshops yet, and where I am. And he literally races over to his over to his backpack, which he had with him, and he literally pulled out a big wad of his book.
Oh god!
Took one out, signed it, and gave it to me. And I'm like, "Oh, how much do you want for it?" And he's like, "No, it's free." And I'm like, "Oh man!"
Wow. So, one of the first times I actually took the book to the train club in Reading, a lot of the guys who there are actually modelers in the LNER, and
all right,
obviously the LNER, that sort of thing. And my friend Mike, the one who taught me how to make models in brass, in particular, he's done things. He's scratch built a Shire, a low one tank, and a peppercorn A1, gauge.
Yeah.
I just remember I gave him the book, and I kept thinking he's going to laugh because it's got trains of faces. It's like Thomas Tank Engine or something. But no, he was smart. He was smiling throughout, saying like, "Yeah, this is good. This is really good." As an LNL man, he was really. It was like, yeah, he said the illustrations are fantastic. This is very. I think he said something along it's better than the Thomas Tank books. So, if you're watching, Simon, yeah. My friend Mike loves them,
and so do I. I'm looking forward to his next book though that he's working on.
He's been there for years.
Oh, I know, but books take a while to make.
One thing they recommend doing is sometimes if you want to try and put your book out there, is they recommend just going to random libraries and saying, "Hey, do you want to take my book?" and you give it to them for free.
Yeah.
You won't make any profit, I don't think, but the idea is that obviously you want to try and get more recognition.
Yeah.
So it's like go to as many libraries as you can, sort of thing. Just say, do you want to take my book and see what you think? And
yeah.
But I might be wrong. That's what one person recommended to me.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I'm just gonna call it even now here. I'm not gonna do any more here for this bus kit here. That's as far as I've got with the bus kit now. So I'm glad. I'm surprised I got this far. It's not finished yet there, but I
You
can't.
actually finished something.
I've actually finished making something. Well, not finished it, but like it's not completely done yet.
No.
What do you think, mate? You like it? Is that your approval? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the roof's not glued on yet, though. I'm leaving it off there because I need to paint the interior, and also I need to put the bus driver in. Mate, stop sniffing my armpit. Stop that. That's not nice. That's not nice. No, don't. That's not nice. That's not nice.
Oh, memory.
Ah.
So, I mean, yeah. So basically, the starting off didn't actually work out so well. So me trying to build this house kit, I'm gonna have to revise it at some point. But
yeah.
So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna have to sand down the glue marks on this now.
Okay.
Completely ruined it now. So, and hopefully, just get the details looking good again. And yeah, just hopefully by next week. Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Really nice. You're the bus.
Oh, the bus. Yeah. I don't know what livery. I might paint it maybe. I don't know. I might paint it maybe green or maybe red. I don't know.
You could do a reference to the some of the annual characters. You know,
possibly.
There's a few buses that look like Bursted, which painted different colours.
But I think they're like different type, the different mix. So I don't know. I'll see what I can find here. I might paint this up in red, perhaps just to match with Birdie. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah. So I think we'll call it a night. I'll do myself get this young girl's ready for bed, aren't you? Yes. So yeah, guys, we'll be back. Modelers Corner will be back next Friday at 7:00. We'll have some more modelers on, hopefully on the stream.
And tell us what you like. You know, if you feel like we were just rambling on about random stuff, or if you want to show you certain things.
If you want us to teach you certain things, like tell us, give us suggestions, there, and we'll incorporate them into the stream somehow. And yes, also, if anybody guys wants to showcase some of your stuff on Modelers Corner, don't forget send photographs of your modeling projects to me on Twitter via DM, and just say this is for Modelers Corner, and I hope you put. I would like this to be inserted in your stream during the showcase. So
okay, so I hope. To those in isolation, I hope we've been some sort of entertainment for you.
Yeah, and hope we haven't bored you guys to death. But this is just we're just trying to keep you guys entertained during this.
Well, if anything, we said
time.
I've noticed that I've mostly been talking to you, and then forgetting there's actually people watching us.
Yes.
So that's really bad of me. So hopefully next stream, if there's anything you felt we need to improve on, we'll do that.
Yeah.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
It's always good to be back. Yeah. So, but yeah, if you want any, if there's any stuff you want to be done the next stream, give us ideas in the comments below or in the chat. Well, the comments may be more better because the chat won't be working after the stream's finished, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see what we can do, and yeah,
keep modeling.
Keep on modeling. Keep on modeling.
Mm-hmm.
I've no idea how to sign. I have no idea what other way to sign this off on.
we could sing that song we were doing earlier. The what was it? The one from the for Alaric's reader.
Oh,
we could do it together, start from the do you hear the people sing?
Oh, I don't think I know that, but the only bit I know was the barricade one.
Do you know the lyrics to it?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's do you hear the people sing? This is the song of angry men. This is the music of the people that will not be slaves again.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You like that?
I love that song.
Oh no, I never also. Oh well. But it'd be funny actually. This is actually quite funny actually. I don't know if people are going to do this or not though, but it'd be funny. It would be quite cool to have actually, if we had this is gonna be me asking like this. Yeah, I don't. This is gonna be sound very stupid, but fan art of Modeller's Corner, like people who appear on Modeller's Corner.
Yeah,
like
just draw pictures of our arms.
Yeah, just the arms. That's all you see is just our arms.
Whose arms are these?
Whose arms are these? Find out in Modeller's Corner.
Yeah. That one's got ginger hair. It must be Gavin.
But Gavin's hair is brown, but his beard is ginger. Oh dear. Right, guys. That's probably us. We'll probably call it quits now.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks guys for tuning into Modeller's Corner. We'll see you guys next Friday at the same time, at the same modeling hour.
And hopefully have more interesting stuff to show this time. Well,
yes.
Me in particular.
And I'll try and find something better to model instead of a bus in a building, because I don't think that's quite enough.
Yeah.
Maybe a set design, that could be quite good. How's that? Would anybody like to see a set design for Barn Sciences being made? That'd be something cool to make.
Put your fingers up, guys.
but it's a chat.
I want to see fingers. No, that's all right. Yeah, it's been great to be back. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully it didn't bore you too much, and hopefully see you again next week.
Yeah, see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Is that all finished?
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, hang on. May, come on. You want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? Say goodbye to the people.
Oh.
wait for bye.
How old is she?
Sorry?
How old is she?
Actually, I can't remember. I actually don't know. In fact, it was a birthday a few days ago, actually. So, May's birthday was on the 16th. So, yeah, happy belated birthday, May.
Happy belated birthday. Merry Birthmas.
Merry Birthmas. Okay, guys, take care. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.